Welcome to hell. Welcome to absolute hell, my friends. Are you ready for terrible football? Are you ready for some of the worst football you have ever seen? Because I think this is going to be something special tonight. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's going to be a shit show. It's going to be a shit show and a half. It's relatively even, but if you look at the team stats, one of the worst offenses in the game, the Pittsburgh Steelers, versus one of the worst defenses in the league, the Raiders. And somehow, the Steelers have allowed more yards. Oh, Lord. We're going to be fat, sassy, and spoiled tonight. Because apparently, being spoiled means wanting a first down in the first quarter. That's apparently spoiled. This is going to be fun. It is going to be unbelievably fun. Our rosters are pretty much set in stone, if I say so myself. If I do believe. The Las Vegas Raiders are coming off a bit of a messy start, I would say. They did beat the Denver Broncos because Josh McDaniels always has that one perk, and the perk is beat the Denver Broncos no matter what, and they can't score more than 16 points. So you beat that, and then you get walloped by Buffalo, and it is fun. And then they got destroyed. They were absolutely annihilated, and it was much fun. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they got annihilated by the 49ers, and then I was doing that last week, and then unfortunately, last week happened, and it was the most fluke bullshit that we have ever seen in our lives. It somehow happened, and yeah, everything was going fine for me, and then I saw this bullshit. The Steelers are moving Matt Canada to a more prominent role working with Kenny Pickett. Canada will continue calling plays, which means we're fucked until the 2-minute warning, but will also be working directly with Pickett on a daily basis. Here's my question. You're the offensive coordinator. Aren't you working with your quarterback on a daily basis? Dude, what are we doing? What were you doing, man? Were you grabbing water for Tomlin? Were you getting coffees in the morning? And you're suddenly saying, oh, now we can finally start working with Kenny Pickett. Like, you're going to unlock his abilities. Oh, wait, what are we going to do? Jet sweep 15 more times? More pre-snap motion, fake snap motion, and double motions and triple motions? Are we just doing that and get all illegal formations? Is that what's going to happen? Because I feel like that might be what happens today. And, yeah, this is definitely a thing. There were some games this week as well. San Francisco crushing the New York Giants. Indianapolis and Baltimore. Baltimore pretty much gifted them a win because they are injured to hell, and John Harbaugh pretty much got outcoached in a way. Plus, Justin Tucker was not immortal, but as I said, it's Justin Tucker's excused. That's not really his fault. Calling a fair catch on a punt return because he was ordered by the coaches to, I'd say that's a problem. And your defense being wrecked by injury, I'd say that's another problem as well. Cleveland beat Tennessee. Tennessee sucks. They are not good on offense. The defense ate them alive. And Deshaun Watson had a hilariously bad pass, but was otherwise pretty decent today. Although Tennessee's secondary, I'm not really that impressed by. Amani Hooker is still dealing with some injury, so I don't know if that's really the issue there, but we'll see. Then there's this game. Miami beating Denver 70-20. I think Perna will take over that very, very nicely. It's a fantastic game. New York Jets keep losing to New England 15-10. Everything's unraveling there. Zach Wilson sucks, yet they're playing him. Washington's going up Sisypheus, the hill of Sisyphus with the Rock. They lost 37-3 because they can't do anything right. Detroit beats Atlanta because Atlanta does not know how to utilize their talent, and Detroit's defense was pretty solid. And, I mean, Detroit did what they had to do. New Orleans, this was a tale of two teams. New Orleans, before when they had Derek Carr, were okay. And then when Derek Carr went down, they started sucking and were horrifically outcoached. So thank you for giving Packers fans hope. They will continue to be absolutely insufferable, even though they should have lost this game. Good job, New Orleans. You fucking suck. Houston beats Jacksonville. Quick question. What the hell is up with your offense, Jacksonville? Your receivers are dropping passes left and right. They're consistently out of bounds, fumbles at inopportune times. And your defense can't stop C.J. Stroud without 4/5 of an offensive line. So what gives? What really gives? Is it, are you in your Saxonville arc, or is there something else happening? I couldn't tell you. And here come the predictions. America says the Steelers are going to win. I agree because of fluke bullshit. It'll probably be like a 12-9 game because this is usually how it goes. Chargers, Minnesota. Chargers somehow won the choke bowl. Brandon Staley escapes his own incompetence like usual. And the Vikings experience brutal, brutal pain because their home crowd apparently did not allow Kirk Cousins to realize to spike the ball, and which led to an interception. McCarthyism suffers the Red Scare. Arizona beats Dallas. I thought they were going to choke, which is shocking, but this is a glorious day for America. Notre Dame and Dallas lost in the same weekend, which means it's very pleasurable to the rest of us. And then the Bears happened, and let's not talk about that because that is an absolute fucking nightmare. And nobody in their right mind should have to experience the Chicago Bears. That is a punishment worse than death itself. So how's everyone doing in the chat today? We're going back to hell. And yes, I'm sorry this ugly face is on your screen. I wish I could change it, but yeah, I mean, this is what tends to happen. This is going to be a lot of bullshit. So what are your scores going to be in the chat? I say, as I said, 12-9. It's going to be an ugly, ugly, ugly game. Oh Lord, it's going to be terrible. Oh, Lord. Well, Chicago, I will say this. At least the Cubs swept. You're still a game up on the Marlins, even though the Marlins beat a much better team in Milwaukee in a series. Also, F's to the Padres miracle run. It's unfortunately over. It's fun. Justin Ziegler for 10 bones. After what happened today, you have a lot of candidates for lolcow of the week between the Ravens, Broncos, Saints, and Cowboys. Who is currently leading the race, or make it a poll this week? Well, I'll leave it up to the chat as well, but I am saying it's going to be the Broncos because who gives up 70 points in a game? That defense, Vance Joseph is puke. You thought Vance Joseph was going to be a good defensive coordinator. I mean, dude, and the Broncos defense is really good, as we saw last year, but yeah, that definitely happened. So I'll start up a little poll. We got all the good stuff here. Ryan Irwin for 20 bones. Prayers to Hiei after his Bears lose again. I wonder what he is thinking right now. Honestly, what all Bears fans are thinking right now. They just want to nuke everything. Like, it's bad. Like, dude, it is. If you saw it, it's bad. Oh God, it's. Hug your local Bears fan. So they can at least feel something besides agonizing pain. That's all I say. Also, Notre Dame should be lolcow of the weekend. How about them Cowboys? No, Broncos are lolcow of the week, dude. It's bad. Dabrowski-Ego, what's good, tree? Did you finish urinating yet? No, the tree never stops urinating, dude. Never, ever stops urinating. You should know this. Justin Ziegler, what team should start to panic? Easy. Vikings, Chargers, Bengals, especially if Joe Burrow has to go on IR. I would say New Orleans if Derek Carr's out for a long time. Jacksonville, especially 1-2 losing to a team you should crush in Houston. I would say that. And Baltimore, you should definitely panic too, because Baltimore lost to a team they should crush on paper, and they're injured to hell. If Lamar goes, they're done. That's all I'm going to say. Plus, what about the Broncos now? Like, is Sean Payton bad too, or is the situation he inherited that bad? Sean Payton was always a desperation heave. He was always a guy you did to try and fix Russell Wilson. But at this point, you're dealing with more pain. I think Peyton might be gone after this year, especially you threw all that capital at Russell Wilson. He's been better, but the rest of the team's starting to fall apart now. Like, you've had 3 agonizing losses, one worse than the other. And now you're 0-3, you're staring at a hole. If the Raiders you're dead last in your division. You're not going to beat the Chiefs, so they're already 2-1. Chargers, they might choke or they'll escape their own competence again. And then the Raiders, you can't beat them. So you're in Schitt's Creek. And that's a waste of that defense, man. War Dog leader, what happens here? At least you aren't a Broncos fan. Oh, don't worry. Matt Canada's still here. It can get worse. Noah Smith, what is going to be the greatest game when they are all greatest games? I could see you making 5 videos. No, I mean, dude, it's like, at this rate, I'm going to have to be pickier because, like, this is going to happen every week, and I'm like, oh, God. Like, greatest game's already happening in baseball because Pirates-Reds became so fucky last night that it's not even funny. Let's look up this Pirates score, shall we? Because it is something to behold. It was the biggest acid trip I have ever seen out of a baseball game. 13-12. Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates were down 9-0, and the Reds had a 99.6% chance of winning the game. They were up 9-0 in the bottom of the third. Only over time, their bullpen implodes. 3-run home run by Brian Reynolds with 2 outs, which probably gave him the dagger. 7th inning, bases loaded. Alfonso Rivas, who is, has some flashes, but he lines a double to the right field corner. Bases clear, tie game. Keeps going. They bring in their closer, Alexis Diaz. Goes to shit. And it's 13-9. You come back in the game. They get 2 runs and then ground into a double play with runners on first and second with 1 out. And then in the 9th inning, goes back. Double with nobody out. Tying run at second. You ground out to second. De La Cruz has a 10-pitch at bat. And that has a bunch of foul balls and then swings at just this horrific curveball. They weren't even starting their closer. David Bednar was on 2 days of consecutive play. You were in Carmen Mlodzinski. And then, like Pakistan, Reds fans hate India because he probably killed their season. Fly out to center. 13-12. Playoff hopes are pretty much dashed. And I mean dashed. For the Cincinnati Reds. You are 2.5 back with 6.7%. And problem is, Cubbies won. Marlins won twice. Diamondbacks won. Also, F's in the chat for the Padres. But, yeah. This is what we call catastrophic, kids. And this is what we call shit. Oh, by the way, the Mets were eliminated from the playoffs as well. So it's definitely one of those games as well. Orioles do need Bautista back. Their entire starting rotation has issues as well. So that's what you have to consider there, too. Kramer he's been okay. Flaherty's been underwhelming. Ryan Irwin's been bad. John Means is coming off rehab. Kyle Gibson hasn't been good. So if something's gonna kill the Orioles, it's that. They're just lucky Tampa Bay is lost most of their rotation as well. They're gonna be rolling with pretty much Aaron Savale, Tyler Glasnow, and I'm trying to think of their third pitcher is exactly. Taj Bradley, maybe? But they still have that elite bullpen. But, yeah, that tends to happen. Oh, yeah, the Yankees did get eliminated today. So, the turnaround is coming, kids. The turnaround is absolutely coming. And also, no, seriously, you don't have to do an MLB playoff push vid. Sincerely, a sad Mariners fan. Mariners are punching their fans in the dick again. You have that white-hot August. I thought you turn it around, and then you're just imploding. And I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, Rangers are winning a crucial series. I think they might have swept them, too. But, yeah. Yeah. Sad Mariners fan, but, yeah. I mean, I'll do a baseball vid. I want to do a baseball vid. I'll absolutely get a playoff vid out, too. So that'll come next week. So that's coming out. That is absolutely on the table. It's just I wanted to do a playoff push vid 3 weeks ago. And then it's like, okay, 2 weeks from now, after week 1, I'll do the vid. Because I was starting writing it out. I was finishing a few segments. Then Jets-Bills happens. Then you do it again. It's like, okay, I'll do it the next week. And then Steelers-Browns happens. All that fuckery. And I start writing it out. I want to do something quicker. And then Pirates-Reds happens. I have to scrap that and do something else. And then it's, this stuff happens. And, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a good problem to have. I'm not complaining in, the real way. It's better to have too much to do than not enough. I need to clone myself. That's what I need to do. I need to clone myself about 10 times so I can produce for the shitposting machine. And then saturate it so much that everyone just gets sick of me and blames me off the platform. That's the way to do it. Is that right? But it is what it is. Lionheart 21, despite what happens today, the Steelers aren't the Broncos. Yep. I mean, hey, you never know. We could put up 72 points. We could give up. We're not going to give up 72 points. It's going to be like 9-12. It's going to be bad football, man. Start waving them terrible towels. I'm going to be probably bringing out the drinks in the second quarter if it gets this bad. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Steven Sather, hey, Tree, have you had a chance to check on Perna? I'm concerned for his well-being. Dude, Perna embraces it. Misery brings viewership. He had something like 9,000 people for that. Oh, dude, I was in that chat, too. The ride never ends, Brandon. The ride never ends. John Salter. So how badly is Scooter going to get out on Thursday? Unless he calls out for family reasons or personal reasons, he's going to get buried because he was talking all that smack earlier. I mean, we felt bad for him. We were going to feel bad for him the last week because Trayvon Diggs got injured, but that was more than Trayvon Diggs. That was an awful red zone game. Mike McCarthy was bad. Dak Prescott is a brutal interception. You lost to the Cardinals, man. Even the Giants could beat their asses. You kidding me? Reality Reject NA couldn't think of a better day to end a slate of absolute clown behavior. Oh, dude, this is clown football right now. Everything's clown football. Sports ball is probably going to be 30 minutes. I'm probably not separating anything. And we still have 2 Monday Night Football games, which are probably going to be shit because one of them will not have Joe Burrow. So, you still have to consider that. So, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be, it'll be fun. Mr. Waifu Taker, your video on the 2021 Raiders is a classic. I know I said that in the old DF stream, but it felt like watching a football movie without a happy ending. Oh, dude, none of these movies have a happy ending. The 2021 Habs, too. They did not have a happy ending. It was something. It was definitely something. It was definitely fun. Phantom Observer, so who's going to get it worse on Thursday? Scooter or Perna? Yes, I believe so. And Tom's going to be absolutely insufferable. And Five's just going to be resigned. It'll be like, fuck, yeah, we lost to the Niners. When Five is somehow not the most dejected out of any person, it's a bad sign. It's going to be rough. Jared Oberfeld, I would have called the Ravens-Colts game the greatest game if it wasn't for the blatant ref ball. I mean, that was defensive pass interference on that 4th down, but Baltimore did themselves no favors. Let's be completely honest here. David Kronz, when Dak threw that INT in the red zone, the first thing that came to my mind was Hollywood Squares with a late great Gilbert Gottfried yells, "You fool!" to every wrong answer. Oof. I mean, it's, as I said, he said he wasn't going to throw 10 interceptions. He's thrown 1. But it looks like the kickoff is about to get underway. The Raiders cheerleaders are out. They have the sidelines, the capacity crowd, a sea of black. Although I don't know how many of these are Steelers fans, how many are Raiders fans. Maybe, I'm going to say it's probably a good combination of both, but we'll definitely see. Justin Ziegler, how does Dennis Allen still have a job? I understand Carr went down, but he did give you 17 points today and the defense choked. Not just that, but the offense didn't do anything either. Like, they abandoned the running game. Jameis Winston wasn't throwing accurately. The Packers defense buckled up. It was the reverse of the Packers last week when they choked against the Falcons. Like, you made Packers fans insufferable. So have fun with that, Saints. I'm not a big Saints fan because I can't guarantee they're healthy, and I think they're old and injury prone. And without Derek Carr, you're back to the same shit. That's all I can say. Colt, Kevin Wong, which team will be lolcow of the week? Broncos. Easily Broncos. Soaring Eagle 175, Broncos fan here. The entire roster needs to be blown up. Everyone except Peyton needs to go, and right now we're picking number 1, so we need to keep it. Dude, you can't get rid of Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is locked into a long-term contract. His buyout is way too large. That is literally all I'm going to say there. Black Shirt 500, hope you're well. Husker fan cheering for the Steelers. Definitely hope so. But the Raiders are going to start kicking off. Daniel Carlson, the former cast-off Minnesota Viking, has found luck with the Las Vegas Raiders. Desmond King, dressed for the first time, kicking off returns because Gunnar Olszewski's out, and he also sucks, if you remember correctly. Kick is away from the Raider 35, and it goes gently into the end zone where it will sit for a touchback. Greatest challenge in football history. Will the Pittsburgh Steelers get a first down in the first quarter? Place your bets now, people. It's going to be a shit show. Here we go. 1st and 10, single back formation. Najee Harris in the backfield, tight end left. Allen Robinson in motion because they love the motion. Handoff to Najee Harris. Breaks one tackle. Tries to get past the second. Goes through the legs. Gets past the line of scrimmage far side. And moves forward for a loss of 5. Gets past a precarious situation. Najee Harris with some lively legs to start. And it's a gain of 5. I actually thought that was going to be a loss. That's more on Najee than the play call. That's actually shocking. Oh, don't worry, Suya. I didn't miss you. I just have a bunch that I have to get to. So don't worry, brother. See, Suya. Where are you? Yeah. Oh, don't worry. I'm way behind. So you're good, Suya. I didn't miss you. I just have a bunch to get to. I'm sorry, guys. I'm falling behind. Another handoff to Najee Harris. He gets a gain of 4 down the center, and there's more coming. It's a 3rd and 1. Can we get the first down? Can we get the first down? Come on. Let's go. Oof. Here we go. Curls plays. Matt Canada may be an insult to the term dog shit, but that shouldn't distract from the narrative. The Steelers are going to the Super Bowl. Well, let's get this first down first. The towels are coming out. It's a 3rd and 1. The Raiders showing 4 at the line. Single back set. 2 tight ends. Connor Hayward goes in motion. Strong side. Najee Harris in the backfield. And Frymouth goes in motion. Now they go for Connor Hayward. And he's stuffed in the backfield. Great! The Steelers are dog shit at play calling. And they're taken down by Belai Nichols, the 6-year guy to Delaware. We promoted Matt Canada. We promoted him. Yes, because we have good interior offensive line play. James Daniels completely missed his block. He tried to dive and he whiffed. And now we have to punt with Presley Harvin, the greatest punter in the world. Yeah, this is going to be a long day. Punt is away. Oh, and he's actually taken down deep in the backfield. Sorry about that. I'm missing back. Mark Robinson with the tackle. Yep, Jimmy Garoppolo has 20 family members, and he's probably fathered at least 18 of them, knowing a certain Connor Hayward. Just a friendly reminder, a more prominent role for Matt Canada. Yes, I'm fat, sassy, and spoiled for wanting a first down and not calling a fucking fullback draw strong side with bad interior offensive line play. Empty set shotgun for Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 wide out set. Both winding backs flank at him. Steelers showing 5 at the line with the nickel. Takes the snap. Looks. Far side. Throws it over. It's going to be caught by Devontae Adams. Tackled by Pat Pete. Gain of about 4 inbounds. And the clock still ticks to all 45 left in the first quarter. And it's going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Jimmy Garoppolo had a bit of a rough week last week. But, I mean, it couldn't be worse than the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Couldn't be worse, right? Louisiana Kid, as a Saints fan, what the fuck happened to us today? No Derek Carr. That's what happened, dude. Shotgun formation for the Raiders again. Jimmy Garoppolo to the backhand side. It's going to be taken by Josh Jacobs. Has a bit of a hold. Doesn't really get much, though. Gains about 1 before he's taken down by a gaggle of Steelers, including a Landon Roberts. And I believe that is, I think, Quan Alexander? Not really sure, though. But once again, Steelers dealing with some injuries on this front. Cam Hayward, once again, on IR. Montgomery Olszewski out as well, but not really much else on defense. It's pretty much going to be getting bailed out by TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith. Levi Wallace, you suck chunks. That's all I'm going to say. 3rd and 3, shotgun formation for the for the Las Vegas Raiders. Amir Abdullah to the right-hand side of Jimmy Garoppolo takes the snap. 5-man rush. Looks. He's going to throw far side again for Devontae, and it's going to be out of bounds, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Joey Porter Jr. There will be no flags and another punt. But you know something? This is the game we're getting. This is the football. That was just a rough throw by Jimmy Garoppolo. He must have been rushed in the pocket, but Joey Porter on the coverage. Cole is going to be back on the punt. A.J. Cole, who I keep thinking is a Major League Baseball pitcher because I think he was 10 years ago. With Calvin Austin back at the return, punting at their own 19-yard line. Snap down, kick away. It's going to be soaring towards the Steelers' side, where Calvin Austin picks it up at the 33-yard line, takes it near side, tries to go outside, breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Has Brace in front of him, down to the 45, taken down to the 48. Gain of 13, solid play and twitchery by Calvin Austin, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this flag is on. before we get going here. Trey Blake is the referee to start in the meantime, though. And it's going to be a hold on the Steelers. It's going to be on James Pierre, the fourth-year quarterback corner out of Florida Atlantic. So this goes back, and now we try again to see if the Steelers get a first down. Oh, that's why they're keeping it out of bounds, and that is blatant holding. Yeah, it's there was no need to hold him. What are you doing, James? Whatever. We're going to start at the Pittsburgh 33, which is pretty much like the negative 200-yard line, if we're being completely honest here. I hate Mets and Cowboys and Knights. How about them Cowboys? More like lolcow of the week. No, dude. Broncos. Aqua Gamer Sean Shanley, 70-20 Dolphins over the Broncos. Broncos country, let's ride. The ride never ends, kids. Lil Loggy for 10. Lions didn't choke. The Lions didn't choke. No, dude, you played well. I'll say that. Defense really hammered up, although that might be because Arthur Smith doesn't know how to use quality weapons worth a damn, but I will say this. You really made Desmond Ridder look like an amateur, and that's what it is. I mean, the quarterback play has been really shit this year, and that's saying something considering this is supposed to be an offensively inclined league. It's just, it's bad. It's definitely. Yeah, it's bad. Isaac Kang, Pats fans here, you should do a Riddy Pagliaccio montage for your sports ball of Denver versus Miami. Oh, dude, I mean, to that and Perna. I actually have an idea, but it's just like, once again, I don't know what happened to Mike McDaniel as a ball boy at Denver to channel that much hatred, but he was beating the shit out of that corpse even after it was necrotizing. It was being infested by maggots. The smell was awful. He was still just beating the shit out of it. Mike White was throwing the chosen Robbie Anderson. That's all you need to know. It was bad. Oh, jeez. Jared Oberfeld, thank God the Yankees were eliminated. Let's go, us, dude. That's a great day for America. The Yankees and the Red Sox, both mid and out. That's a great day for all of us here, man. Pappy, 1974 chef. Zach Wilson for lolcow. Oh, dude, it's more than that, dude. Robert Saleh is more of him than him because they're sticking with Zach Wilson. There's only one way to solve this, kids, and it's with Mike motherfucking White. You trade back for him, and you get back to the promised land. Trust me on that. Geodaff is winning by 90 points in fantasy football, bullying someone at that point. Not as much as Miami did to Denver, dude. You're good. Louisiana Kid, can you make me lolcow of the week? I cheer for the Saints, and my fantasy team absolutely sucks. Oh, don't worry, man. You're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it. It happens. Oxinator, Derek Carr's injury is in season ending, apparently. Yep, it's an AC sprain, so he'll probably be out for a few weeks. We're getting back to famous Jameis's turnover bakery, which Josh Allen took over with grace over the past couple weeks. But we start now with shotgun formation. Najee Harris, left-hand side, 3, wide out set. Pat Frymuth to the left. Fourth, the line for the Raiders. Takes the handoff inside to Najee Harris. Tries to break one tackle. Does. Gets about 3 near side. Not much else more. But it's going to be taken down by a selection of Raiders. Not much happening there. John Jenkins, I believe, was on the tackle as well. Vile Villain for 20. Do you think the Cardinals win says more about the Cards of the Cowboys? Love your bits. I'd say more about the Cowboys because, quite frankly, the Cards have effort. They have tanking, but it takes effort to lose a game like that. And the Cowboys were terrible in the red zone, and they cost. 2nd and 6. 3 wide out set. Najee moves from right to left. Takes the snap. Pickett with his first pocket of the day. Rolls out right-hand side. Has pressure in his face. Has to throw away. Incomplete. Thrown out of bounds. Far side. Attempted. Closest one there was Najee Harris, but there was pressure in his face from Max Crosby. Not much time and separation for the Steelers receivers, but for the most part, this is kind of what we expect. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Yeah, Chukwuemeka Ford just had nothing. They had no real separation. This offensive line's puke. Like, this is bad. This is fucking bad, dude. Crosby just with a great read, and Pickett had nothing. It's going to be 3rd and 10. 3rd and 6. Empty set shotgun. Trips left-hand side. 2 wideouts flanking left and right. Takes the snap. 5-man rush for the Raiders. Looks, he's going to have to evade the pocket. He's going to throw on the run. It's deflected high, but incomplete. Calvin Austin with the attempt. He could not get his fingers on it, and it's going to be another 4th down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pickett kind of airmailed that one, but once again, he's evading the pocket really early. This offensive line is still puke. Yeah, the line's collapsing on him, and Pickett's getting happy feet. That's exactly what's happening. Pickett's regressing, kids. Pickett's regressing. 4th and 6. Presley Harvin back to punt. The greatest punter in the world punting back over towards the Raiders sideline. It's going to be returned by the Oakland Raiders, and DeAndre Carter tries to break a tackle. Can't get much, though. He's taken down at the 25-yard line by the Pittsburgh Steelers. And Mark Robinson once again with another crucial tackle. But we are once again dealing in hell. Welcome to hell, kids. 3,000 people are watching this shit. We're watching terrible football right now. Are you excited, kids? Do you love the terrible football in front of you? Oh, dude, it's beautiful. It's fantastic. Michael Frankliv, hey, Tree, have you checked in on Brandon or Scooter to see if they were okay? Dude, they were never okay. Let's be completely honest here. Send Simonov, my fantasy team is dying. Lol, just Keenan Allen. Dude, I hope you didn't have Mike Williams. He might be out for a while. Ooh, Garrett Wood for 28 bones. Thank you, sir. The Chargers chartered, but the Vikings just a little harder. Oh, they Vikinged hard, dude. They're blaming the home crowd for not spiking a football when converting a 4th down. Like, dude, what are you doing? Also, Keenan Allen casually on pace for 200 receptions and 2K yards in year 10. Incredible stuff, and he might get more, too. Because it's going to be him and Quentin Johnson. Mike Williams might be out for a while. I mean, he was favoring his knee pretty bad. I mean, Justin Herbert is that team. Like, you're getting no help from your defense. You're getting no help from your line. Brandon Staley sure shit ain't helping because he's absolutely incompetent at his job. But, I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. Oathboy 562 are the Ravens always the most injured of all time. Every year for them. Doc Brown, dude, especially over the past 3 years. Let's take I favorited something earlier today. And it shows you just the sheer amount of injuries. This is a Pro Bowl roster. J.K. Dobbins, Justice Hill, Gus Edwards was knocked out earlier. 4 running backs down. They're down to Melvin Gordon, and he might get injured. 3 wide receivers, Rashad Bateman and OBJ, Linderbaum, Andrew Voorhees, Ronnie Stanley, their long snappers out. Marlon Humphreys had foot surgery. Demarius Williams and Trayvon Mullen, that's depth. Marcus Williams and Ardarius Washington, they're going to be out of secondary again, just like they were in 2021. And more linebackers, too. David Ajabo's still out. He's still recovering. Odafe Alway's been injured. Malik Ham and Tyus Bowser, they're all out. Everything's destroyed. Like, oh. I mean, that was just devastating to go with devastating. Like, I don't know what else to say there. And, oh, by the way, there's a side-by-side checking with racing there. And now they're showing the live part. 10:27 left in the first. This is going to be a long game, kids. Buckle your asses up. We're going right into hell. We're going into the 7th circle. Single back set for the Raiders. Tight end goes in motion. Josh Jacobs in the backfield with Jimmy Garoppolo under center. 2 tight ends flanking his left and right. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action, throws it to the middle to Devontae Adams. It's complete, but he goes behind the first down marker when he already had it. It's going to be a gain of 9 before he's taken down by the Pittsburgh Steelers. That was DeMonte KZ on the tackle, the 7th-year player to San Diego State. He had it, but as I said, Pat Pete slipped up because that's what Pat Pete does. Hey, by the way, you getting that interception yet, buddy? I don't think you are. Just saying. Just saying. But it's going to be, I believe, a 2nd and 1 for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs single backfield, 2 tight ends set. Steelers showing forward the line. And it's going to be immediately eaten up, but it's taken by Josh Jacobs. I thought they took him down at the line, but Jacobs gains 4, and that's going to be a first down for the Las Vegas Raiders. The first down of the day. Montravius Adams, I thought he had him, but he was able to hand it off just in time, and Jacobs had a wide open hole in the middle. Yeah, that was supposed to be a block by the tight end, and there was no success there whatsoever, but, I mean, they're just lucky regardless. 1st and 10, shotgun formation, Josh Jacobs to the left-hand side of Jimmy, the sexy man Garoppolo with Devontae Adams in motion. 3 wide receiver set. Steelers showing forward the line at the 40-yard line. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Rushing 4. Here comes the pressure. Throws down the far side. It's going to be caught by Devontae Adams with an easy catch in the zone coverage. Levi Wallace doing absolutely nothing, but it's going to be an easy first down for the Raiders with a 19-yard gain as he gently drives out of bounds. Hold on. First and 10, single back set Four wide receiver set. Steelers showing forward the line at the 41-yard line. Makes the handoff. Quick rush, and he's going to be immediately wrapped up behind the line. Breaks several tackles, though. But is it a fumble? Did they fumble it again? The high-end talent! It's a first down for the Steelers. I think it was a strip sack by Heisman. The TJ Watt does it again. The bullshit is real. Oh, my God. This team is such fluke bullshit. It's not even funny. Minkah Fitzpatrick. No, he's down. He's down. Yep, he's down. That's coming back. I thought it was a fumble. False alarm, kids. False alarm. That is going to be a 2nd and 6 for the Raiders. So, yeah, it's stop. Stop the count. That is coming back. That is a blatant fumble. Not much you can do there. Jack Danaher, Bears heist the Panthers with that trade. Meanwhile, it doesn't matter since both teams are awful dudes. Steelers heist the Bears. You traded a 2nd-round pick that was 32nd overall for Chase Claypool. Dude, have fun with that. Have fun with that. Oh, boy. And Suya Swaminathan, don't worry. I got you, brother. I mean, I'm like 20 minutes behind on these, so don't worry, brother. I didn't skip you. Hey, Tree, longtime fan from Seattle. Thoughts on how well Seattle did despite our entire DB section injured to hell? Also, thanks a ton for the amazing content. Helped me through many a tough time. Dude, I appreciate all of you. Thank you very much. Seattle, I wasn't able to see much of their game, but for what it was, they did okay. They did not face Bryce Young. Carolina has a lot of issues right now. They don't really have separation as they showed in the last few weeks. They can't really... Adam Thielen is not what he was. He's not the possession guy that he was. Andy Dalton did his best, but at the same time, I mean, Seattle did what they had to do. And I'll look at the highlights and film later. So for the most part, as I said, Seattle took care of business. They did give up 27, but at the same time, it wasn't really much of a threat for them, I would say. So I think they did all right there, man. But thank you. I appreciate it. Squid Party, forget greatest game, greatest week for the Bears. No, this is an entire video, dude. The defensive coordinator resigns, and his house is raided by the FBI. The Bears don't deny that. They handle it so fucking poorly. They say nothing. And then everyone's singing kumbayas and hallelujahs. They lose $100,000 worth of equipment from Soldier Field, which is apparently the worst issue you have right now. Justin Fields pretty much says he's robotic, and he kind of throws coaching under the bus. I mean, let's be honest here. If that's using your intuition, you fucking suck, Justin. The Bears ruined you. You had no chance. Yep, they are saying his knee is down. No high-end talent for the Steelers today. Yeah, K9 did go off. I absolutely agree. Siabin K, you should save greatest games for the offseason. I wish I could, but by that time, I'm going to have other stuff to work on. NFL playoffs, NHL, MLB. So there's a lot of stuff that just happens there. So I'd rather not save it. I'll probably save it for like other stuff that happens. Josh Polson. Can you hear the rumbling tree? I think the tanks are starting to roll out for next week's Broncos-Bears game. Dude, it's going to be the greatest game, and I will love every second of it. You say terrible. I say potential greatness and entertainment. I will be laughing hysterically. Raiders get the ball again with a 2nd and 9. Josh Jacobs dispatched out to his right-hand side. Empty set shotgun with a 4 wide out set. Steelers in the nickel. And I think they're going to do a false start there by Colton Miller. Yep, they're calling the false start on number 74, Colton Miller. And we're moving back. It's going to be a 2nd and 14. QJ Smith. The way the Cowboys were talking, you'd think they have the 1985 Bears or 2000 Ravens defense, but they got cooked by Josh Dobbs. Remember, Trayvon Diggs is out. And Stephon Gilmore, he's not a number 1 corner anymore. So that could be an issue. If they lose Micah Parsons, that defense is fucked. But it's going to be a 2nd and 14, a shotgun formation again with Josh Jacobs' right-hand side. 3 wide out sets. Maybe we'll see Hunter Renfrow in this time and age. 4 rush for the Steelers. Takes the snap. 3-man rush for the Steelers. Quickly throws. It's going to be caught by Devontae Adams. Breaks a tackle. And I think that was DeMonte KZ that lost the tackle there. That was Jacoby Myers with the catch. Gains about 13, but not enough for the first down. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. Levi Wallace once again on the coverage, but KZ couldn't get there. They're going to try and sneak it. And I think they stopped him. No, I think it was Garoppolo with the quarterback sneak. It's going to be close. I thought they stopped him, but it may be short, may not, but we'll see. I think it may be a first down. I think they're going to give it to him, though. John Nunez, what team in the AL race will be out of the playoffs? Blue Jays, Astros, Rangers, or Mariners? I'm going to say Mariners because, quite frankly, the Blue Jays are underachieving, but they're still pulling out some random wins. Mariners couldn't get it done against the Rangers, and they do have the Astros. And unfortunately, the Astros only do poorly against really bad teams like the Royals and A's. They have been I think they're 2-7 against those teams, which is ridiculous. Green Day 103-921 Guns. Can you do Chris Berman's Greatest? Ben Taylor, just when you think the NFL season can't get more chaotic, Goodell turns up the shroom smell-o-vision. They're bringing out the chain gang. It's going to be literally 3 inches short. The size of my penis. It's a 4th down and inches. It is just short, and they're going to probably bring out the tush push again. Load the line. Just short. It's like... It's Vern Troyer. It's short. Rest in peace, Vern, by the way. I was a little out of line. I'm sorry. Jared Froman, how did the Astros get swept by the Royals at home? The Astros and Mariners are in a choke-off. Well, the Astros, if you've been looking, they've lost series to the Royals twice and the A's. That's what happens, Jared. 4th and inches for the Raiders. And the Raiders will charge their first time out with 7:10 left in the first quarter. This is going to be another long game because it's going to be fun. It's going to be absolutely fun. Don't you know how much fun there is right now, kids? Ugly football at the Pittsburgh 32. It's too far for a field goal, but I think they're going to go for it now. Oh, baby. Nathan Dirks with the Yankees out. Can the Twins finally win one playoff game? Depends who they play. Tampa Bay did beat them twice. Houston did beat... it's going to be Tampa Bay or Baltimore. If they don't win a playoff game, I don't even want them to win a series. Just win a game. You could lose the series. That's fine. If you lose both games, you are going to get memed to death. It's going to be pain. 4th and inches. Bunch set. Pinching the line. Full I formation. Tight end in motion. Right-hand side. Garoppolo takes the snap. It's going to be fake the handoff. It's going to throw deep for Davante Adams. And it's caught for a touchdown. Nobody covering Davante Adams. They were all pinching short. And the Raiders score a touchdown. It is 6-0. Levi Wallace on the coverage again. Why would you put Levi Wallace on one-on-one coverage with one of the better receivers in the game? Hey, Pat Pete, where were you at, fucker? Levi Wallace and Pat Pete. Time to shitpost, kids. Time to shitpost. Daniel Carlson's extra point is up and good. Ballsy play by the Raiders. I was hoping they'd miss. I think he kind of underthrew it, but the Raiders have scored 6, which is going to be impossible to recover from. I got bring out the Jeebus. God damn it. You're supposed to aid us, Jeebus. What you are seeing is an amalgamation of cringe, kids. Don't try this at home. Oof. Spectre the Kev, I'm looking forward to the high-end talent against porn star Jimmy G. Yeah, there wasn't any high-end talent there. That's all I'm saying. Sports Talk Chud, stop putting the Steelers on primetime. No, because they know they get ratings with the Steelers. Even though they're shit, they're going to get ratings. ECW Hardcore for 10 bones. 49ers guys, Super Bowl Cowboys are frauds. Oh, dude, we answer this question every January. Let's be completely honest here. John Ritchie for 30 bones. Thank you, sir. God damn, I've seen high school teams that would have been better equipped to play the Finns. The ride never ends, Broncos fans. Oh, dude, it never ends. It absolutely never ends. Oh, jeez. Whew. It's bad. Calvin Mallow for 2 Stellas. Guys, Super Bowl. It's just the science. Oh, yeah, it's definitely the science. The science is very real. Fluke bullshit plus random high-end talent equals Super Bowl. We need more of it. Christopher Stovstad, will a broken X-ray machine and playing down to competition give us another iconic days of our Steelers involving the Raiders? Yeah, maybe. 3,500 people are watching me watch terrible football, which I really enjoy. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much for watching this bullshit. This is the reason I do this is because I have a sick, twisted mind that enjoys this stuff, and it helps me fulfill my failed dreams of being a play-by-play announcer, which unfortunately is never going to happen, but a man can dream, right? Yeah, a man can definitely dream. Tenoramic 3 Tree, I need Pittsburgh to win, so Tom isn't the only winner on Thursday. Also, F Vance Joseph, dude, if Tom's the only one that wins, oh, dude, he's going to be insufferable. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to that. Cam Bam 826 Broncos versus Dolphins, the great massacre scoregami. And it was a scoregami, 70-20. Third highest point total in NFL history, and that was absolutely a scoregami. It would have been worse if it were like a duplicate score. It would have been terrible. Michael Orm, how about them cow shits? All the hype only to lose to the tanking Cardinals. Yeah, I'd say so. Lazarus, lifelong Broncos fan, mock me so I feel something. Oh, dude, you mock yourself. What you need is a good old-fashioned hug just so you feel nothing but pain. It's bad, dude. It's bad. Justin Ziegler, you might need to make a Bears 2023 video at the end of the year like with the 2021 Raiders. This team is falling apart both on and off the field. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be completely honest here. Kickoff return for a touchback, by the way. We thought they were ridiculous because they were talking a lot of shit and thought they were going to be better than they were. I expected them to at least get 7 wins, though. I expected improvement because there's nowhere to go but up. But for some reason, you can go more than down, which is, I didn't know you could go lower. I mean, at this rate, they might have to, like, scorch earth it again. Like, they might be firing everyone. Poles, Eberflus, Fields might be gone. Everyone. Shotgun formation for the Steelers. Darnell Washington in motion because we always go in motion. Jalen Warren to the right-hand side. Takes the handoff. Quickly throws it near side. And it's bobbled incomplete. The coverage by Marcus Peters. But Pickens had a shot at it near side. It would have been gain 3, but not much. It's a 2nd and 10. They're just getting it out of Pickett's hands quickly, but it's, yeah. Pikachu do a video on the Tottenham Hotspurs. I don't know enough about it, but Pickens could have had it. He kind of dropped it, though. 2nd and 10. Let's see what predictable bullshit the Steelers are going to do now. This is absolutely wonderful. I am enjoying myself truly and incredibly. This is a great time. Shotgun formation for the Steelers again. Takes the snap. Hand off to Jalen Warren. Gets through the first hole. Gets a little bit more as he spun around for a gain of 3. And that is going to be a tackle by the Raiders. And that is Nate Hobbs, third-year player out of Illinois, the 5th-round sensation a couple years ago with the tackle with 6:45 and ticking in the first. Maybe we can get a first down. Najee is on the bench because they probably want a spark in there. Maybe we can bench Dan Moore or, do something like fire Matt Canada or keep Levi Wallace out here. Shotgun formation, trips right-hand side for the Steelers. Jalen Warren to the left. Raiders showing blitz at the line. 7 men. With Allen Robinson going in motion to the left. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Rushing 6. Here's the throw. It's going to be chucked deep and wide open. Caught by Calvin Austin. A big play. And he's got endless daylight in front of him. It's a touchdown. The Steelers did something on offense, but there's a flag. Oh, no. Please let this be on the defense. Please be on the defense. They're doing high five, so I'm guessing it is on the defense. Jeebus, we need you. Jeebus, please. Holding on the defense, we have points. We scored points. Oh my God. The stoppable force has beaten the movable object for once in their lives. Kenny Pickett with a short pocket. He finds Calvin Austin, the secret Swiss Army knife weapon, deep, burns through both sets of coverages, and it is 6-7. I can't believe the Steelers responded with a touchdown. I am stunned. Boswell's kicks up and good. We have a tie game. 6:12 left in the first. I'm speechless. I am absolutely speechless because the Steelers scored a touchdown. Marcus Peters turns into burnt toast, and there was no safety coverage there. The safety back there, I believe, I got to check the number on this bad boy. Marcus Epps, the former Eagle. And there was pressure on Pickett towards his right-hand side, but he reads it a perfectly thrown ball to Calvin Austin. And he's off to the races. It's like Secretariat during the Kentucky Derby as he won his Triple Crown. Nice block by Jalen Warren on Max Crosby, by the way. Get after it. Also, Chuck Okorafor, you suck. But that's all I have to say there. But, yeah. I'm as stunned as you are. The Steelers scored deep. 4 touchdowns scored of 20 yards, the fewest in the NFL. That was our 4th touchdown. See, this is what I do on the Twitters. We shitpost. We shitpost for back. And let's calm down first, kids. This is the Raiders secondary. They suck. But that's all I'm going to say there. But we did get a first down somehow, so we will close the poll. We will close the poll. Jimmy Garoppolo 4 for 4 in the last drive under center with Josh Jacobs in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. Fakes the handoff. He's going to roll, but he's wrapped up in the backfield, eaten like a heavy sandwich by TJ Watt. And it's a big sack for a loss of about 9. Oh, baby. 8-yard sack, and that gets him in deep shit. They Aluminor, they tried him there, and I think that might have even been a face mask on Watt, but he still beats the coverage. I think that's his 6th sack of the day, or the season. Whew. Oh, boy. And that was also Kenny Pickett's first completed pass, so, you know what? If Kenny Pickett keeps doing that, I think he's our quarterback. 2nd and 18, shotgun formation, 3 wide out set, tight end right. Josh Jacobs to the right-hand side of Jimmy Garoppolo. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Looks, still waits in the pocket. Clean pressure, and he's going to be taken by Jacoby Myers, gain of about, I would say, 16, 17, before Pat Pete knocks him down. It was a very tight window, but Garoppolo gets it in there quickly. Very nice. Jonathan Hill, y'all better check on Perna. That was pretty bad. Oh, yeah, dude. It was bad. Oof. It was so bad. Chili Boots, Janine Garofalo. Maybe so. Jamie Saposnikov, Tree, if the Steelers lay another egg, just play Blame Canada song from South Park. Just use the parody reason to keep YouTube from taking all the money. I'd have to create my own. 3rd and 5, shotgun 4 wide out set. Amir Abdullah in the backfield takes the snap. He has to look. A quick throw over to Abdullah, but he's going to miss his target. Abdullah wasn't looking properly, and it's incomplete. A 3 and out for the Las Vegas Raiders. TJ Watt in the face of Jimmy Garoppolo. Miscommunication on both angles, and the punting unit and A.J. Cole is going to have to come out for the Raiders. I'm legitimately shocked the Steelers are in this game with an offensive touchdown. Oh, boy. A.J. Cole back to punt at the 30-yard line, 4:42 left in the first. Punts away. Calvin Austin back to return the kick, and it's a sky punt back at the 20 near side. He takes the punt, goes past the first line of coverage, tries to break a tackle, but can't get past the back of, let me double check who this is real quick, Jacob Bobenmoyer, the long snapper. The 4th-year player to Northern Colorado with a pretty nice wrap tackle that couldn't get Calvin Austin out of his sights. And the ball's at the 25 for a 5-yard gain. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Maybe they can do it again. Maybe we can get 2 first downs in a quarter. Am I spoiled to want first more than, am I spoiled to want that? I know I'm fat. I know I'm sassy. But am I spoiled for wanting an offense that can be competent more than 5% of the time? That's all I ask. That's all I ask. I want an offense that can move the ball down the field. I don't want the killer bees. I just want a competent offense. And we didn't have that in the final years of Big Ben. It was just endless short passes, and it was fucking sad. Even the ones like early Big Ben, Fast Willie Parker, Jerome Bettis in short game situations, Rashard Mendenhall and his Butterfingers, Mike Wallace, Emmanuel Sanders, Santonio Holmes with a diving catch. That's all I want. I don't want the Chiefs. I would love the Chiefs, but I'm not that entitled. I just want a team that can move the football. Is that hard? Demetrius Wilson, how should I really feel about the Pats after the Jets game? You played the Jets. It's not really saying much. Zach Wilson sucks. The Jets are unraveling in front of our very eyes. That's all I have to say there. AAA Jags have now lost 10 of their last 11 to the team they should have beat today. Stroud did great. Oh, Stroud's done excellent. And he doesn't have 4/5 of his offensive line. That's saying something. He torched that secondary. He has great reads. He's shown more as a quarterback out of Ohio State in 3 games than Justin Fields has shown throughout his Bears career. And I'm dead serious about that. Like, he can throw the football. He is solid. And I know Will Anderson was the trade, but if you keep that up, the Cardinals pick it's probably gonna be worth it because Will Anderson had a key kick block in this game as well. So there's nothing wrong with that. I will say that. Jürgen Huber. Oh, dude, Seattle K9 had a really good game. So, I mean, you know what? I'll take that over what we have now. That's at least middle of the road. The Garf, watching my Jags eat shit and die after an unbelievable season is becoming a great tradition. Nice to know the Broncos and Steelers offense are as bad. Yep, I agree. I mean, I don't know what happened to your receivers. I don't know what happened to your offense, but it's bad. Press Taylor he ain't much. And Doug Peterson, like, this is the Doug Peterson I warned you about. Like, you were good last year because he wasn't Urban Meyer. And I hope this isn't the Doug Peterson I saw out of Philly his final year, but Connor Hayward goes in motion to Kenny Pickett's right-hand side. 3 wide out set, shotgun formation, 1st and 10 at the 25. Back to pass, 3-step drop, quickly throws over the middle, and it's nearly intercepted on another miscommunication. That would have been 6 if Marcus Peters held on, but he doesn't, and the fluke bullshit of Steeler football continues. That was going for Connor Hayward. He didn't know he was getting the ball. So I think that may be more on Hayward than Pickett, but that's still a rough ball to take. Yeah, that Pickett needs to come behind and catch that. Hayward. But, Hayward eye there, but as I said, that's also on Hayward. I'm not trying to defend Kenny Picktoff, but that's mainly what I said. Peters with a rare drop, too. 2nd and 10, single back set for the Steelers. Allen Robinson goes in motion, handoff over to Najee Harris. Barrels through the hole, but doesn't get much. Maybe 2 to the 27 at best. It's going to be 3rd down with the clock ticking. 4:15 left in the first quarter. Yeah. Javier Salinas, he was throwing to Connor Hayward. He was going to the fullback in motion, but he wasn't looking. He was trying to expand his route. I'm guessing Pickett was trying to find something quick, so that was a deep miscommunication. They'll probably yell at somebody in film, either Pickett or Connor Hayward, so we'll see either way. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. Crowd starting to pump up for the Las Vegas Raiders. Shotgun formation for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jalen Warren in motion to the right-hand side of Pickett. 3 wide out set with Pat Freiermuth right-hand side. Raiders rushing 4. 3-step drop. Look, still throwing the clean pocket. Throws caught by George Pickens. And it's going to be a 1st down and more. Still on his feet at the 39-yard line. That's why you throw to that motherfucker. George Pickens, the sleeping giant, kind of becoming a malcontent with all the personal foul penalties, but the man's got talent and the man can catch. Easy crossing route. Nate Hobbs on the coverage. Can't really get much, though. Clean play. Nice throw. Can't complain if I'm a Steeler fan. Pickett's been waffly inaccurate, and he actually took a bit of an ugly hit there, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 again. Shotgun formation. 3 wide out set with Najee Harris right-hand side. Allen Robinson goes in motion behind Darnell Washington. Raiders pressuring their line. Fake handoff on the draw, and nobody's fooled there. Marcus Peters wraps him up in the backfield, and it's a loss of 1. Matt Canada, you are the genius that the offensive world needs. Nobody was fooled by that draw play. You are a moron. Yeah, it's that would have gained nothing anyway, so if he didn't get him, then it was going to be Byron Young that would have gotten him. But it's going to be a shotgun empty set formation. 4 wide out set for the Steelers. Takes the snap. 4-man rush for the Raiders. He quickly throws it over to Allen Robinson. Gets the catch. Maybe a little more. Moves forward for about 5 with Marcus Peters in on the tackle. They're going to put him down for a gain of about 6 on the play near side. So it's going to be a 3rd and 4 with 2:05 and ticking left in the first quarter. Just Jack for 2 thoughts on Chaim Bloom getting the boot. He made some weird moves. And I know Mookie Betts was kind of against his will. I kind of liked that move at the time because, Alex Verdugo was okay. But that deadline he had, very uninspiring. He brought in a bunch of old Raiders. It's a shotgun set with Najee Harris in the backfield. Raiders with 4 on the line showing the nickel. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Clean pocket. Has to run in the pocket. He's immediately wrapped up by Max Crosby. And it's a sack because Chukwuezekorafor sucks ass. Or was that Broderick Jones? I'm not sure. But it's going to be a 4th down because the offensive line can't protect. Not enough time for the receivers to get around. And the punting unit with Presley Harvin will be out. Yeah, Chukwuezekorfor fucking sucks, dude. Like, he's bad. Mauled at the line, and James Daniels actually helped push him away from Okorafor. Like, dude, what are we doing? What are we doing? Jesus. Presley Harvin back to punt. Welcome to agony, kids. DeAndre Carter's just going to quietly let it bounce, and it takes a pretty generous Steelers bounce down to the 13-yard line, where Miles Boykin and James Pierre will down it with 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Yeah, IB fan, yeah, that definitely did. Jordan Roman, yeah, they definitely killed Kenny. Max Crosby's a beast, but that was bad O-line blocking, and Pickett just knew it and got skittish. Oh, JMRGG, yeah, it's definitely good. Are we feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Yeah, we're definitely feeling it now. Let me just say that. We're definitely feeling it. But regards to the Time Bloom, I feel like this is a critical offseason for the Red Sox, and I don't want to screw it up. And I think they want to go somewhere else. I think Mike Hazen's rumored, but it's a shotgun formation for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs left-hand side, 3 wide out set. Draw handoff over to Josh Jacobs. He's going to get nowhere. Taken down by Mark Robinson, who's starting for the Steelers for the first time in a while. Gain of about 2, if that. 36 seconds, probably right time for 1 play left in this quarter. And then we go back to hell. And they're showing the -2 yards. Like, he's getting nothing from this offensive line. No huddle for the Raiders. Quick throw over to Devontae Adams. He gains about 6, but is pushed out by Levi Wallace. Why do we have Levi Wallace on Devontae Adams? This is a disaster waiting to happen. But 15 seconds left in the first quarter. It's going to be a 3rd and 1. But, yeah. Are we going to let it go to the end of the quarter? They're showing Cam Hayward here. I think they're going to let this sit to the end of the quarter. Yep, they're going to let it drive out. It's the end of the first quarter. The Steelers have somehow scored offensive points. And it's a 7-7 ball game. Is this game? Are you entertained or what, kids? This is some ugly football. Ugly football. Oh, God. Oh, my Lord. Splash plays for both sides. One by Devontae Adams on the 4th down and one by Calvin Austin. Those are pretty much the game right here. Garoppolo more efficient, but Kenny Pickett had, relatively the same. Both running games can't do shit. And, yeah. Furious Sherman, is Broncos-Dolphins going to be our next greatest game? No, it's not. I have too much on the plate. If not, what will be? Because there's been too many crazy games for there not to be. Oh, dude, there's sports ball is going to be over 30 minutes. I know that for a fact. The problem is it would have been over 30 last week because, 25 because Steelers game. But, yeah. It's definitely one of those games. I will say that. QJ Smith, Eagles got Super Bowl. Also extend that, Canada. Don't put that fucking evil on me, dude. Fuck you. Matthew Hinton, proposal the Broncos be renamed the Glue Factory of Sadness. That's Indianapolis. Let's be completely honest here. I think today Lightning was taken out back and shot. Oh, dude, there are so many horses dying, you might as well be World War I. Like, it is just carcasses on top of carcasses. Like, it was bad today, man. It was bad. And the hockey gentleman coming at you from Lincoln Room Tap, biggest Steelers bar in Chicago. Let's go Steelers, especially that defense. Cheers to everyone at that bar. Hopefully the offense does not suck as much ass as it did throughout most of the first quarter. Maybe we can get another first down. Actually, we'll get 3 first downs, actually. 3 first downs. Austin Blakeman, Chargers versus Vikings, greatest game. Oh, God, that was a choke bowl. That was a complete choke bowl, dude. Andres, Denver versus Chicago will be absolutely legendary and probably win the number 1 overall pick. Russell Wilson versus Justin Fields. I think the Broncos defense kind of gets it together, but it is a Vance Joseph unit, so we never know. He's never really had good units out there. Michael Blake for $1. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Giovanni Rizzotti, think you're getting a break from the greatest game? Think again. Pitt at Virginia Tech this Saturday, and I'm going to be there. Oof. Dude, have fun with Phil Yurkovich. He sucks. And he actually did okay against North Carolina, but Pitt would not be 1-3 if they did not have Phil Yurkovich. It's getting bad. Bruce, Saints fan here, not as painful as 17 and 18. Yeah, I'd say so. Like 17 and 18 were a special kind of cruel. G. Fazor, good luck with getting off of Mr. Bones' wild Bronco ride. Nope. Good luck with that. JD with 5, thank you. 3rd and 1, shotgun formation for the Raiders. Going to the right-hand side of my screen, Josh Jacobs to his left. 4 wide out set, snap down, rushing 5, quickly throws to Davante Adams, and he catches it for a first down, and it's going to be Minkah Fitzpatrick who wraps him up out of bounds, but not before the chains are moved. John Enigma, trust me, you were fat and sassy way before this. Oh yeah, I know. I'm definitely pretty fat. I don't need anyone to tell me about that. Jaco TV. It's shocking how much the Steelers are like my Hawkeyes. Refuse to fire coaches and the offense is trash year after year. And both wear gold and black. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like that. Same bad offense too. Handoff to Josh Jacobs. Gets past the first down. I'm sorry, about 5 yards, which is big progress for both these running games. It's going to be a 2nd and 5. So Josh Jacobs does get some running room. Kind of give him a little breathing space, and it's going to be a 2nd and 5 coming up for the Las Vegas Raiders at the 35-yard line. Keanu Neal was in on the tackle as well. The Poke map, my Browns weren't shit. Also, we have the best defense in the NFL. Not if the Steelers have anything to say about it, buddy. Not if the Steelers. 2nd and 4. Tight end in motion, goes into a fullback set, pass toss to Josh Jacobs, breaks 1 tackle, gets through another tackle, gets past the line of scrimmage, but not much else. It's going to be Mark Robinson once again with the tackle. Gain of about 2. It's going to be a 3rd down with 13:40 and taking left in the 2nd quarter at the 37-yard line. They're actually going to spot it at the 38, so it's a 3rd and 1. Another big 3rd down coming up. Big 3rd down. I'm trying for 5. At this rate, the Bucs might have scored more points yesterday than the Steelers do today. Oof. I probably could. Maybe both combined. Shotgun formation. Jacoby Myers goes in motion. Josh Jacobs right-hand side, rushing 4, takes the snap. Pressure in his face. Josh Jacobs has to roll out. It's going to be thrown and caught by Davante Adams. No coverage there. Quan Alexander with the tackle, but not before they get to the 41-yard line. Jimmy Garoppolo moving in the pocket and throwing with authority in the center of the field to Davante Adams, who was wide open on that play, once again breaking the zone. Yeah, I mean, the closest one there was Quan Alexander and maybe Cole Holcomb, but that was a lapse in the zone coverage. That's all I can say there. It's going to be a 1st down. 97 yards already for Davante Adams. It's going to be out of the shotgun formation. Jimmy Garoppolo delegating at the line. And I believe this is going to be Robert Spillane on the coverage. It's going to be another deep ball, but I believe is there a flag on the field? No, I believe, yep, there is a flag. And it's probably going to be on Lee. I'm not sure, but that's probably going to be a 1st down. Minkah might be the one charged with the flag that was attempted for Jacoby Myers in the 1-on-1 coverage. They are moving forward. That's going to be spot ball, pass interference. And there's no foul. That's right. I mean, by the time he hugs him, there's no contact. Like, it's pretty casual. It's like a little both and both. Like, that was an uncatchable ball, so I can understand why there's no pass interference. But we have a 2nd and 10. No spot ball foul. They have to march all the way back to the 43-yard line. That's unfortunate, but not much you can do there. There's going to be a 2nd and 10. Jimmy Garoppolo out of the shotgun with Josh Jacobs to his left. 3 wide out set. Steelers showing 4 at the line in the nickel. Takes the snap. Here's the 3-step drop. Looks. There's going to be pressure in his face. He has to throw it. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace did something. Intercepted. I think that was going for, Hunter Renfrow or Michael Mayer. Either way, it's an interception and the high-end talent of the Steelers comes to play, even if it's shitty high-end talent like Levi Wallace. See, this is why bullying works, kids. Yep, it was Michael Mayer, the rookie out of Notre Dame on the coverage. Just an awful throw by Jimmy Garoppolo. And miracles do... Miracles really can happen, kids. Remember, mistakes into miracles. Levi Wallace did something. This is an unbelievable sight. We'll probably go 3 and out. I don't fucking care. I don't care. Niche Guard Productions, it's worse next Sunday night too. Just look. Well, do I dare look? Is it going to be Broncos Bears? Oh, Chiefs Jets. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, at least it's a 1 o'clock game. Oh, dude, we might get Sparrowditas on that call. It's going to be a tank bowl like Denver and Chicago. Oh, dude. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. Notorious for $2.99 Australian. NFL Week 3, the week of the blowout, honestly makes it easier to do sports ball. But, I mean, there were some close games. So it's probably going to be 30 minutes. Timmy Sullivan for $1. Thank you very much, brother. For 2. Who gets injured more, San Francisco or Baltimore? Baltimore. Easily Baltimore, dude. A Pirate Panda for 5 with the football gods causing chaos. Will we ever get postseason push for baseball? Unfortunately, no. I'll do a greatest game for baseball, but unfortunately, it's too late. And I wanted to, too. Like, dude, the AL West, no one wants to win it. The AL East, no one wants to win it. The AL wild card, one person's going to be left out. The NL wild card, it's like 5 teams. It was like 4 teams now, but like the Padres were going on a miracle run, but they lost a game, so they're probably out of it. But it's it's gonna be chaos. Oh, dude, Daniel Chiseled isn't doing a live stream. That's a bummer. Well, Chiseled I think's dealing with bullshit from YouTube. So L's in the chat for YouTube because they're fucking with that, man. And I love me some Chiseled Adonis. That's definitely some BS there. Commando CQC, how about them Cowgirls? Definitely. And Pirate Panda, dude, I'm so sorry about your Vikings, dude. They have broken you to hell this year. B. Griff, high-end talent. Definitely. Elliot Wilbert, first time dono. Love your channels. Greetings from Michigan. Dude, thank you, Elliot. I appreciate you, brother. 3,800 people somehow watching this shit. They're watching the high-end talent. Pull out the bullshit. Zach Young for 5. Hey, Tree, would you consider the Broncos-Bears game next week to be the first tank bowl of the year? Oh, yeah. Dude, it's going to be legendary. Shotgun formation. Pat Freiermuth goes in motion to left-hand side. Najee Harris to the right. Rolls out to his right-hand side. Quickly throws over to Pat Freiermuth. Is caught, and he gets a first down and more. Gains 15. We have a successful offensive play. Holy shit. Pat Freiermuth's pushed out of bounds, but it's going to be a gain of about 15 and ticking. I think that was, trying to think who that was on the coverage there. That was Nate Hobbs. And on the coverage, who pushes him out of bounds, but not before he gains the first down and then some. Another accurate ball by Kenny Pickett, which is, saying much considering how weird he's been these past few weeks. 4 for 8 with 105 yards. You enjoy that stat line, kids. Shotgun formation again. Left-hand side for Najee Harris. Calvin Austin goes in motion, fakes the handoff, quickly throws the screen pass over to Calvin Austin. He gets nowhere. He is stuffed. And I mean stuffed at the line of scrimmage by the meme of memes, Divine Diablo. Ooh, that was just a good read by Diablo. I don't know if there's much he really could have done there. I thought Austin was trying to see the line, but he just couldn't get there. But it does count as a completed pass for Kenny Pickett. Gains maybe 1 at best, but yeah, it's going to be fun. Divine Diablo, typical Raiders pick under Gruden and Mayock. Big speed guy, quote-unquote character. Single back set. Goes in motion is Connor Hayward. Najee Harris is going to get the rock. Gets past one. Spins the defender. Gets more. Still going. And is down sideways at about the 48-yard line. Gains about 7 or 8 there. Najee Harris with a pretty successful run. He has to do pretty much move heaven and earth to get that ball. He's holding it up like Atlas, but he does get yardage. So it's going to be a 3rd and manageable 1. Can we do something with that football? I don't know. I mean, that's why they draft Najee Harris first overall, because you do something, but he was taken down by a bunch of Raiders, including Max Crosby, Marcus Epps, and a few others. 3rd and 1, 10:30 left in the second quarter. Crazy stuff here. Jay Hawker, $9.99. If the Chiefs didn't pull their stars at the beginning of the second half, I think they would have outscored the Dolphins, and the Bears would have had 0 points. Steelers call their first time out. They don't like the sight that they see, but yeah, definitely Jay Hawker. It was getting bad there for a second. If there wasn't a flag on Jawan Taylor, there would have been a big touchdown to MVS, I think. So it was, or was that Justin Ross? I wasn't sure, but that took away some points. But I expected a little bit more out of the Bears. Let's be completely honest here. I expected them to at least show some signs of improvement, but they've completely regressed. And Justin Fields is not looking like the answer. I never liked that pick by Chicago to begin with because he never showed me he could read good defenses in college. That Northwestern game was terrible from him. And secondly, it was the worst place he could have gone. Year 1 was a wash. Year 2, he didn't really show anything with his arm. It was his feet. And then year 3 is just, it's a disaster. Like, he might need a change of scenery. 3rd and 1, single back set. Allen Robinson moves in motion to the left-hand side and then goes back in motion. And they're going to do the tush-push quarterback sneak, and it's a first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett with a gain of 2. They actually did something with the interior line. That's legitimately shocking, but there is a flag on the play. What is this going to be on? But what's the penalty on? Defensive unnecessary roughness on Max Crosby. That's a 15-yard penalty. The bullshit's real, kids. The bullshit is real. Yeah, they're trying to pull Chukwuekorfor out of the pile, and that's probably the best thing Chukwuekorfor has done all day. So, Max Crosby with a very rare lapse in judgment, but they're going to call you for that, unfortunately. I was wondering what that flag was on. I didn't think it was anything there, but yeah. Jared Russell for 5. I'm just a sad, sad Vikings fan. Please give me a Vikings funeral, letting me down one more time. Even they'll fuck that up too, don't worry. Shotgun formation, Jalen Warren moving to the right-hand side. They're going to hand it off to Jalen Warren. Has a big hole towards the left-hand side and gets past the first level for a gain of about 7 to the 23-yard line before he's taken down by Devon Diablo. But it's going to be a quick burst. Quality hole from the right guard and left tackle. Or left guard, left tackle. Double team the defender. That's actually some pretty solid blocking there. Let's keep doing that, kids. Let's keep doing that. It's clean. Clean pocket. Good recognition by Jalen Warren. And we're going back into the single back set on the 2nd and 4. Calvin Austin rolls in motion. Jalen Warren still in the game in the single back. Austin moves back in motion. They're going to hand it off to Jalen Warren, and he gets nowhere. Stuffed. They tried going to the cookie jar one too many times. Robert Spillane, the former Steeler, in on the tackle, as well as I believe that is John Jenkins. It just got wrecked in the hole. It's going to be a 3rd and 6. Tried to get too cute, and unfortunately what happens is the Steelers deal with fire, and they get burned. Yeah, Isaac Siomalo just got exposed on that play, but Robert Spillane, nobody was blocking him. He was always good. 3rd and 6, shotgun formation. Jalen Warren moves back from wide receiver set to the right-hand side of Kenny Pickett at the 25-yard line. Raiders showing 4, rush 5. Takes the snap, 3-step drop. Looks, he's going to throw near side. I think that may be a flag. No, they're not calling a flag. Nate Hobbs was in on the coverage. I thought there was some grabbery of the jersey, but there is not. It's a 4th and 6, and the field goal unit will be coming out. Yeah, Crosby was just trying to get some action there. Clean pocket. Freiermuth may have gotten the first down, but I don't know if there was much there. Yeah, I'm just wondering if that was, Austin fell on his own. I'm guessing that's why, but it is what it is. Chris Boswell out to attempt. I believe this is a 43-yard field goal. Yes, sir, a 43-yard field goal at the 25 center hash. Snap down, kick up, and good. Steelers have more offensive points and the lead off the interception by Jimmy Jesus. And we have 8:33 left in the second quarter. And it's going to be a fun little game here. Chair cover for me. We need to take care of some business because of high-end talent. God bless the high-end talent of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nothing else in this world besides wonderful high-end talent. kids, we back. I had to take care of some urinary business. The tree had to take care of some leakage. That's why the name counts, right? High-end chair. I agree. Very, very much high-end chair. The chair definitely makes some valid points. The chair is a wise soothsayer. I try to keep him silent, but unfortunately he's spitting that hot wax. I will agree. Diego301, make me lolcow. I just got scammed for Dodger tickets for the first time. Now I'm on the depressed drive home. Would have been my 5th game of the year, which was my goal. First time for everything, I guess. Right, dude, I'm so sorry, Diego, man. F's in the chat for Diego for getting scammed on Dodgers tickets. Yeah, that's a shame, dude. I mean, I haven't had that happen, knock on wood. But, I mean, it sucks. It definitely sucks. Justin Solomita, Broncos Bears deserves a shitty live stream. No, dude. That's Perna's territory. That's his game, man. I do not interrupt Brandon Perna in his misery. This is technically Tom's territory, but considering I am a Steelers fan, I do this because I'm a masochist and I love torture. Brad Bigelow, how salty a B is Scooter right now? Go Niners. Yep. Yeah, I agree, dude. Niners are yeah, but I mean, he's had a rough week, dude. I mean, no Trayvon Diggs, losing to a tanking team. It's rough. Connor Thompson, treat. I will this Thursday. Make sure Scooter gets the L. Dude, gotta do a service, especially for Scooter. My name is Aaron. Or hi, my name is Aaron86. Do the Steelers even know what a blitz is anymore? They just rush 4. And they're showing 5 at the line. Takes the snap, handoff over to Josh Jacobs. Wrapped up in the backfield. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle along with, I think that was Keanu Neal. And that's going to be a loss of 1. Cole Holcomb wrapped him up in the backfield. They tried for a halfback power, but no such luck on that. And Cole Holcomb read it the whole way. I think that was the guard's responsibility. He just couldn't get to him in time. Yep. Either that or the right tackle. 2nd and 11. Shotgun formation, 3 wide out set. Josh Jacobs once again to the left. Takes the snap. 4-man rush for the Steelers. Looks in the pocket. Throws right-hand side. He's going to look, and it's nearly caught by Ante Adams, but it's incomplete. Coverage on the play by Levi Wallace and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Would have been a great catch if Devontae came up with it, but unfortunately no such luck. And I still don't get why we have Levi Wallace on Devontae Adams. It's definitely something. Christopher Brickner, Notre Dame and Cowboys both lost. Notre Dame lost with dignity by a final drive down to the last second to the number 6 best. And unfortunately, you had 10 men on the field in that final play. What the fuck is the Dallas Cowboys excuse? No Trayvon Diggs, I guess? And Christopher Brickner, Broncos fans' reaction today. Stop! They're already dead. 3rd and 11, shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah once again in the backfield. And I'm guessing, are they going to go false start here? There's a flag on the play. And I think it's a delay of game. Delay of game on the offense. It's going to be a 3rd and 16. And TJ Watt's trying to pump up the Steeler faithful that have made the trek to Las Vegas or probably live in Las Vegas and grew up Steelers fans. Could be either or. But yeah, the Broncos were definitely dead today, Christopher. Emily, the goaltending drummer, cut Pat, Pete, and Wallace and give us Joey Jr. and whatever if Corey Trice is healthy. There's not much there. 3rd and 16, 3 wide is left inside. Shotgun, Amir Abdullah in the backfield. Takes the snap. Pressure in his face. Has to throw to Amir Abdullah. Can't get the first down marker. He's well short of it at the 31-yard line. Taken down by Cole Holcomb and Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the punting unit will be coming out for the Raiders. Oh, baby. Smooth Criminal 12. If younger Steelers fans think this is unbearable, they should talk to Pirates fans alive for the early mid-2000s teams. That was pure purgatory. Dude, I was alive for that shit. That was miserable. I actually want to do a long encompassing series in the future on their 20 consecutive years of losing. I was too young to remember the early 90s. I remember dog shit. And that actually got me my fixation on really shitty teams were those really bad Pirates teams and just seeing how they clicked. Like, it was a disaster. Like, it was bad. Punts away by A.J. Cole. Fair catch called for by Calvin Austin at the 22-yard line. And that is where it will stand far side. And the Steelers somehow have a lead with offensive points. You tell this to me. You explain this to me, kids. Because pinch me, I must be dreaming. Deluxe for 5. Patriots 1-1 today. Do you think most of their struggles are on Max Jones, like the armchair analysts say? Seems like he's just doing what's asked. I would say more the problem is like the elements were pretty bad too. I think partially it's on Mac Jones, but I think it's also he doesn't have many weapons. Juju Smith-Schuster is not getting playing time. He's been a huge disappointment. I think that's an issue. Your best wide receiver right now is Kendrick Bourne. And, I mean, you can't do that. I mean, Gesicki has maybe done a little bit, but he doesn't really have the talent around him. And Mac Jones has done better than last year. But let's be completely honest here. Excuse me. Yeah. That's the high-end talent is coming out of my esophagus. I will say that having an actual offensive coordinator, even if it's Bill O'Brien, is a lot better than what he had last year. Ooh, it was rough last year. Alex Schroeder, clickbait punishment stream, Bears versus Broncos, dude. So Perner's getting punished anyway, so. Dude, that's going to be a hilarious game. The only problem with Bears Broncos is I won't be able to get it. I don't have Sunday ticket. I could get it, but at the same time, it's, I usually watch the red zones. Synthetic, hey Tree. Hope the high-end talent shows up. Do you have any intentions on a state of the franchise-like video about the San Francisco Giants and their collapse? I think their offseason is going to be interesting. I don't know if Gabe Kapler survives it. I think Zaidi survives it, but the Giants always had a weird window because they were a very old team with a lot of older talent. But, I mean, this collapse, it's unacceptable. I think he had something like a 60-70% chance of making the playoffs in late August, and it's just gone down the window chute. If we look at the San Francisco Giants and their schedule, I think they're losing to the Dodgers right now because they probably are. It's what the Dodgers do. Oh, it's actually tied. Never mind. But if we look at their schedule, at the end of August, at the end of July, they were 61-49. Ever since then, Collapse City. And these were against weird opponents, man. Los Angeles, Oakland getting swept in the 2-game series. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Atlanta. San Diego, you lose 3 straight. The Cubbies, you get swept by. The Rockies, you lose 3 or 4. Like, that's horrifying. And then Arizona just crushed you again. It's going to be a 1st and 10, single back set. Darnell Washington goes in motion. Najee Harris in the backfield, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out left-hand side. Trying to look for a target, has to throw quickly, but it's going to be caught tiptoe sideline by George Pickens, and they will rule that a catch. A great catch by George Pickens, and that's a 12-yard gain, more than enough for a 1st down. Kenny Pickett's actually been doing okay-ish, which is kind of shocking. I mean, it was a decently thrown ball. Could have been thrown better, but George Pickens has the range to get there. Oh, by the way, the Pirates lost, but whatever. They won the series. 1st and 10, single back set at the 36-yard line. Pickett takes it under center. Snap over to Najee Harris. Tries to break a tackle and cannot. Going to be eaten alive. Maybe no gain at best. That's going to be a taken down on the play by Trevon Merrick with the tackle there, but first time we mentioned Trevon Merrick's name. It's going to be a 2nd down, and they're probably going passing play because Jalen Warren's in on the field. Najee Harris, 183 rush yards under expected. It's because he has no line, and I hated that pick from the beginning. Don't blame me. Shotgun formation. Najee Harris moves in motion behind Kenny Pickett. 5-man rush. Quickly throws far side. Caught. No, it's actually deflected on the play. George Pickens was the intended receiver, but batted down by, I believe that is Jacorian Bennett, the rookie out of Maryland. On the coverage by George Pickens. I thought he had that, but Bennett with a decent play to knock it out at the last possible moment. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 at the Pittsburgh 36-yard line. Would have been enough for the 1st down, but he could not get there. It's going to be a 3rd and 10. Shotgun formation for the Steelers. 3 wide out set, 2 right, 1 left. Jalen Warren to the right-hand side. Raiders showing 4. And Blitzer on the line. Nickel formation for the Raiders. Takes the snap. Rush 5. Here he comes. Quickly throws far side. And it's going to be incomplete, but there are flags. There was grabbing on that play by Jacorian Bennett. Calvin Austin was on the play, and he pretty much yanked him to the ground. So that's going to be offensive pass interference. Raiders coaches are giving Jacorian a mouthful, but this is going to be an automatic 1st down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. A great play undone by a bad play. Yep, that is defensive pass interference. Move the chains, automatic 1st down, spot foul, but it's only a gain of 12. Yeah. Yeah, you got to let the receiver catch it, man. That's just a rookie mistake. There's nothing you can do there. The Hurricane for 10. What the hell happened to Denver? The ride. That's what happened to Denver, Hurricane. The ride happened. Patrick M. Tree, there's always more down. There's having an enormous opportunity in the offseason to improve, and they end up just shooting themselves in the junk. Oh, yeah. There always is, man, especially about the Bears. Shotgun formation, Jalen Warren in the backfield. He's going to hand it off in a big hole up the middle. He gets a first down and more to the 11-yard line. He's going to be taken down by Marcus Epps at the 3rd level, and it's a first down deep into Raider territory for 11 yards at the 37 of the Las Vegas Raiders. Solid blocking scheme there by Chukwuezekorafor and James Daniels, but it's a shotgun formation again. 37-yard line, Jalen Warren still in the game, 3 wide out set. Rush 4, throws far side, caught by, I believe that's Allen Robinson, and it's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4, but Marcus Peters was in on the tackle. Try for the strip fumble, but can't get it. It's going to be a 2nd and 6 with 5:05 in ticking in the second quarter. Oathboy 562. People kept blaming Russ, so the defense took a day off. Oh, dude, Russ isn't the problem, dude. Your defense is having problems. Like, you don't have any receivers. This ain't Russ. Russ is actually doing better this year. The problem is your defense and Vance Joseph. You downgraded big time at coordinator. There's your problem. 2nd and 6, handoff over to Najee Harris. Tries to break a tackle. Does. Maybe gets 1 or 2, but Max Crosby's going to wrap him up at about the 31-yard line. So it's going to be a 3rd and 4 coming up. And I believe that was Jenkins as well in on the tackle there too. There we go. Nick Bellone Garcia, thoughts on Tua and the Fins after today? Love your content, man. Helped me a lot. I like Tua Tagovailoa. I've always liked Tua Tagovailoa. There are a bunch of people that keep saying he can't throw, but dude, he's an accurate passer. He's perfect for a West Coast offense. He's not going to be a guy that goes into Justin Herbert's situation and balls. He's just, you build the offense towards him, you build towards his strengths, and I think he's a great quarterback. 3rd and 4, shotgun formation for the Steelers. Kenny Pickett rolls in the pocket. He's going to have to run for it. He gets the first down if he does, but there's a flag down to the 20, 10, 5, still going to the 4, but I think this is coming back for a hold, unfortunately. Great run by Kenny Pickett, but I think this is coming back. Yeah, but we will see what this penalty's on. First and foremost, I think this is probably going to be offensive penalty. They're talking it over, but we'll see how this is. Illegal shift on George Pickens. Damn it. Come on, George. That was actually a really great play by Pickett, and now it's undone. Ah, damn it. Yeah, it's Pickett's what it was undisciplined, but so it's a 3rd and 9. Yeah, that's just lack of discipline by Pickens there. Is what it is. 3,500 people watching, 3:35 left in the second quarter, 3rd and 9. Shotgun for the Steelers, trips right. Jalen Warren to the left-hand side. George Pickens, 1-on-1 left. Watch him. Rushing 5. Throws. He has to raid the pocket. Evades 1 tackler. He's going to scramble for it. He's got the 30, the first down, and a touch more to the 29. Another key run by Kenny Pickett as the pocket collapsed around him. But there is a player down for the Raiders. I believe this is Malcolm Kuntz, sorry. 3rd-year defensive end out of Buffalo. I'm thinking, Graham Kuntz was an old football player. What am I thinking of? Malcolm Kuntz is the player that's down, and he is favoring something dead serious there. So we're going to have a little bit of a break, unfortunately, but it's a 10-yard gain and enough for the first down for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett going out of a hot kitchen. Pickett's actually done better today. He hasn't been complete fucking garbage, which is, yeah. Dan Moore nearly let go, and then Kuntz, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he dislocated something or whatnot, but he just fell. And it just fell. I mean, I hope he's okay. But he is walking and running under his own power, but I think it may be an abdominal injury. He'll probably be looked at in the tents. But he has 2 sacks on the year, but I think hopefully he's okay. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of him, I'm hoping. So we'll see about that. TARDIS Man 85, what do we say to Jeebus? Are we seeing possible shades of 18 Steelers and the Cowboys playing down to the Cards like that? I mean, hopefully. Got to bring out the Jeebus for the name of the Jeebus. 3,600 people somehow still watching this stuff. 3:15 and ticking in the second quarter. 26-yard line for the Steelers. Single back set, 1st and 10. Calvin Austin goes in motion. Handoff over to Najee Harris. He's going to get eaten up in the backfield. Marcus Peters and Marcus Epps. Saw that the whole way. Another predictable play call. And Najee Harris had nobody in front of him. Why are you running weak side where no blockers are? You're not fooling anybody, dude. You're not. I mean, dude, Barry Sanders couldn't run past that. That's just bad scheming. Terrible scheming. And that's a loss of 4 on the play because Steeler football happens. 2nd and 14, empty set, shotgun formation. I wonder if they're passing here. 5 wide out set, takes the snap. Rush 4, looks. He's going to have to scramble in the pocket and has to quickly throw it away as Max Crosby was in his face and it'll be incomplete. I think that was Allen Robinson was the closest receiver there, so it's not intentional grounding. But it'll be a 3rd and 14 coming up for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I swear to God, if they killed this fucking drive because of it. Chuks Okorafor sucks, man. Like, he is bad. 3rd and 14. Empty set, shotgun formation again, but Pat Freiermuth is a tight end, so it's a 4 wide out set. Jalen Warren's going to move to the right-hand side of Kenny Pickett, so it's a 3 wide out set now. Dime formation for the Steelers. Takes the snap. Jalen Warren's going to take the handoff. Gain a couple yardage, a little past the line of scrimmage, but not much else. Gains about 6. But it'll be a 4th down and another field goal try for the Boz. As everything dies. Yeah, Chuks Okorafor is man's a turnstile. It's bad. But 2-minute warning in the 2nd quarter, and I'm way behind on super chats, guys. I completely understand. So bear with me. I'm trying not to skip anybody here, so we'll see. Mathlanta, still no first downs in the 1st quarter. I mean, it was looking that way, and then Calvin Austin happened. So we did get first downs, shockingly. Captain Presto, this week is going to be a very entertaining episode of NFL Sports Ball. I think so. I'll probably be working on that nonstop until Wednesday, and the fun times will roll. Brad Bigelow is a 49ers fan. I can tell you TJ Watt should shack Jimmy 2 more times at least. Yep. That's probably what's going to happen. I mean, we'll definitely see about that, man. The Garf, you know it's bad when the Steelers' offense looks better than the Jags. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they actually have more points than the Jags. They have more points than the Commanders right now, which is saying something. I don't get it, man. Coach Peel basketball, Jeebus needs a keg of Iron City Light. That'll come. Jeebus will get the keg out. He's donned in the Portland Timbers apparel given to me by a friend of mine, over in Portland, Oregon, when I played the Pickles and struck out like a man. I'll probably end up doing that next year, once again striking out like a man, even though I probably train like crazy. I can't train for 90 miles per hour, unfortunately, and it fucking sucks. Peridot for 2, pretty happy Browns win and OSU won. Yeah, OSU pulled out at the skin of their teeth, man. But also, fuck Notre Dame. That's a good score for all of us. Nathan Walker-Lawrence, Steelers make the ball look like a slab of granite. Immovable object. No, it's a stoppable force versus a movable object. Who wins? I don't know. I think the stoppable force is somehow winning. I don't know why. Lucas Bernasowicz, what does the NHL need to do to grow? Like, stop handicapping itself? I mean, the marketing is terrible. Like, the fact that not many people know who Connor McDavid or Trevor Zegras are, that's a shame. It's, and the problem is, it is a team game. I get that, but at the same time, they want the money instead of the growth and the long-term risk. They don't want short-term pain, and they're suffering as a result. So we're at the 2-minute warning, 4th and 7, with the Boz out to attempt a field goal, and I believe this is going to be at the right hash. At the 23-yard line, this is going to be a 39-yard field goal, or a 41-yard field goal, I should say. So not really much there. 42. They're changing the scores on me. This will be out of the right hash. Facing the it takes all of us sign in the end zone. Snap down. Kick is up. And in between the uprights, it's good. Steelers have a 6-point lead with 1:56 left in the 2nd quarter. And I believe they do get ball first in the 2nd half. So Times will be a change. No, actually, the Steelers got ball first. Never mind. So, Raiders can just dick around with the clock if need be. We'll definitely see here. Martin Doherty, do you think the Mets can bounce back next year, or will they enter a reload season? I don't know if Pete Alonso is going to stay. I think the rumor is I think they're going to try and reload for 2025. They do have some prospects, but new year, new time, so we'll see. I mean, pitching's going to have some issues because your ace right now is Kodai Senga. Are you going to try for Shohei Ohtani or Blake Snell, or are you going to just punt it and see where the ball lies? I don't know what happens there. Isaac Kang, would you rather have Matt Canada or Matt Patricia? If it's Matt Patricia on offense, I mean, probably rather Canada, which is saying something because he at least knows the damn offense. And that's sad. Brandon Hall, good luck to the Steelers and go Dolphins. Dude, you had a great game today. Good work, Brandon. Riley Welker is an Eagles Notre Dame fan. Realizing that Notre Dame is the Cowboys of college football was a strange feeling. As an Irish fan in Ohio, I wish to cease being. Yeah. It happens, Riley. It's all good. Voodoo Ride 03 for 2. I missed the message. I'm sorry, brother. I appreciate you. Tots Rice for 10. I was at the game on Monday and the Fire Canada chant broke out of my section. Highlight of my life. Now do it. Oh, dude, they never are. This is why. More prominent role with Kenny Pickett. More prominent role. And they anticipate this making a big difference. Like, what was Canada doing to begin with, man? That's the question. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. Hunter Renfrow goes in motion from right to left. Josh Jacobs in the backfield to the left. Rushing 4. Takes the snap. Josh Jacobs has to take it behind the line. And he's dragged behind the line of scrimmage by, I believe that's Pat Pete. Yep, Pat Pete with the tackle there. And it's going to be a second and about 6. Clock still ticking. 1:43 left in the second quarter. Raiders have 2 timeouts to the Steelers 2. Shotgun formation, no huddle coming. Josh Jacobs right hand side, rushing 4. Throws over the middle, going to be caught by Jacoby Myers. And it's going to be down to about the 42. Still ticking, 1:30 left in the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm sorry, the Las Vegas Raiders. I wish it were the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it probably ain't. Shotgun formation once again. Audibling at the line, Josh Jacobs to the right hand side. Austin Hooper, the tight end in play, takes the snap. 4-man rush for the Steelers again. Still looking, has to rush up in the pocket. Quickly throws over to his burn down, check down magnet in Josh Jacobs, where he's wrapped up by Cole Holcomb for a gain of about 3. Clock still ticking. Minute 5 and ticking down in the second quarter. You have your timeouts, Josh. You can use them anytime you want, buddy. 2nd and 4 at the Raider 48. Takes the snap. 4-man rush again. He's going to throw deep over to Davante Adams, and way too deep. It's overthrown. Adams had him beat by a step or 2, but he could not just sink in there. Clock stops, 52 seconds left in the first half. 3rd and 4 coming up. That was just a bad throw. I mean, he had him. If that's a perfectly thrown ball, that's a catch, and he goes out of bounds, stops the clock in near field goal range. But we do have a 3rd and 4, 52 seconds left with 2 timeouts. Highlighting TJ Watt on the screen. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs to the right-hand side, probably to help pinch on on TJ Watt. 4 wide out set, 3 to the left of Jimmy Garoppolo. Steelers rushing 4, takes the snap, 3-step drop, and he's going to get wrapped up in the pocket again. It's actually stripped sack and recovered, but they're going to hold him down. DeMarvin Leal has the ball, but I think they're going to rule forward progress. And Jimmy Garoppolo actually got hit pretty hard there. His back bent hard, and he is gingerly... he's down. He is wincing in extreme pain. And this might be Brian Hoyer time for the Raiders. That did not look good. I don't think the body's supposed to bend 75 degrees the other way. TJ Watt got the coverage, but that's his left knee. Oh, jeez. I mean, I'm hoping that's not structural or severe damage, but the left knee and the ankle took a lot of pressure from TJ Watt, and it's not supposed to bend that way, and that might be why there's a lot of issues there. But Jimmy Garoppolo is down. We don't know what his issue is. The Raiders are going to take a timeout finally, and that'll be with 1 timeout remaining with 47 seconds left. But yes, Jimmy G is down. F's in the chat for Jimmy G, kids. That sucks. I mean, he's an okay quarterback, but I mean, that was the risk with Jimmy G. He's injury prone. Although I don't know what you can do on that play. A.J. Cole is going to punt it back to Calvin Austin in Steeler territory. They're going to let it bounce into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Steelers will get it at the 20-yard line with 38 seconds left. Maybe the Steelers will do something. They're just checking in on Jimmy Garoppolo. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but It looks like he's trying to walk in on his own power. Hopefully it's just a minor, just nick and pain. They'll probably inject him with some Toradol and call it a day there. Voodoo Ride 03. I missed another one. I'm sorry, brother. Deluxe for 2. Denver Broncos Professional Football's Mr. Hands. Ooh. That wouldn't say that they're doing the fucking, not the other way around, dude. Don't look that up, by the way. Let's just put it this way. The guy that was involved died immediately after. Voodoo Ride 03, Reds versus Pirates, greatest game. Yep, that's coming out. I'm finishing writing it out, but then Sports Bowl is going to happen, so I'll probably release it later this week, and then MLB playoffs, Haters Guy will be coming out then. Chris Hufford, Bears or Broncos next weekend? It would actually be funny to see the Broncos go 0-17. No, oh, dude. Perna would be hilarious. They're going to fake the handoff to draw play over to Najee Harris. I think they're just going to be content with letting this clock run out. He gains 5 down the middle, going to be tackled by Bilal Nichols. And I think they're just going to be content with letting this go to halftime with a 6-point lead. Raiders do get the ball at half, but they stop him in time. But I think they are going to let this rock to halftime. Robert Duckham for $1. Thank you, brother. And Robert Duckham for 5. What did you fans do to get stuck with Matt Canada? Probably our entitlement over the years. That's probably what it was. And the Steeler way. Ben for 5. Tree. Even though I'm a Bucs fan, the Dolphins are my second team. Can't wait to hear about the absolute greatest game of all time. Love your vids, man. Oh, dude, that was a beautiful game for the Dolphins. And the Broncos are, yeah. Oh, the knee's still intact? Yeah, that's good. Definitely good. But we will definitely see. Jimmy G is the concern moving forward, but I may be okay. But otherwise, it's Brian Hoyer time. And last time he played was last year, and he immediately suffered an injury and did not play for the remainder of the year. And that's how we got 2 weeks of the Bailey Zappi show in New England. 3 weeks, sorry. And that was all good. Radford 2 went to the Vikings gate today. Straight boof. Oh, dude. You went to the Vikings game today? Were you at least not a Vikings fan? That was pain. If you probably heard the collective groans and sighs and misery as they were leaving that stadium, that was brutal. G Phaser for 5. When did players pointing down the field as a first down silly become a thing? I don't know. Probably T.O. T.O. or Dion. That's my best guess. Red Pill Freedom, Chicago Bulls, professional basketball stockyard stench. I mean, as long as Jerry Reinsdorf owns that team, you fucked, buddy. KT1925, been watching for a while. First time super chat. If you had to pick any of the 0-3 teams to make the playoffs, who you taking? Well, who are the 0-3 teams right now? Well, we're looking at Cincinnati Bengals, maybe. If it were 0-3, I'd probably pick the Bengals just because Joe Burrow would probably be coming back. And, once he gets into full form, I think they'll be okay. Denver Broncos. Bears, fuck no. Honestly, my pick would be the Vikings right now. Because they're losing by 1-possession games. They're at least manageable. If they can stop the fucking turnovers, they'll be okay. But they adopted the famous Jameis religion, and they are giving away all those turnovers. Oh, so many turnovers, especially in the red zone. Beautiful feelings, man. Beautiful feelings. We can't even say the Cardinals anymore. They won. And the Eagles have a chance to take sole possession of first place in the NFC East. Oh, wait, we got a Grossi raid. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, how you doing? What's up, Mr. Grossi? Mr. Greasy Pussy. How's your stream going? You enjoying the terrible football on display? Or are you just shitting your pants?
Hey, guys, I'm Don Gaming, and
Well, you know what this means, kids? Counter raid time. Go with haste and raid for the democracy versus communism. Communism doesn't work, kids. It's raiding time, baby. It's fucking raiding time. Oh, we're raiding like the Raiders. Woo. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Join us with haste, kids. Join us with haste. Crush Taco, when are you going to get Highlight Heaven on the broadcast? Would love to see not one, but 2 Steelers fans watching this offense. I think Highlight Heaven's usually busy with a lot of the stuff. I'll ask him sometime. But for the most part, I think he's usually busy doing a lot of his own stuff. So I think that's probably the issue there. But, he wouldn't wrong with that. Oh, by the way, yeah. BTN, Jordan Love, he had a rough first 3 quarters. And the Saints defense buckled. They folded like a deck of cards. So I don't know if that's really Jordan Love. I think that says more about the Saints than the Packers, if we're being completely honest here. Peace. Woo. Michael Orm, how about them cow shits? So much for the hype. Also, what the hell happened to the Broncos? Oh, it was bad, dude. It was definitely bad. The cow shits, they lost to a tank. Even the Giants came back from that shit, man. Come on. Kevin Layer, I missed you. I'm sorry, brother. Dumb Gamers 22, big day today because the Texans won a football game. Oh, and 70-22. Also, don't ask Houston about the Astros right now. Oh, dude. The Astros gave their energy to the Texans to win this game. CJ Stroud looks really good. I will say that. He looks like he has legit promise. He might be the best quarterback of this class. Bryce Young, too early to tell. And Anthony Richardson, he's got a lot of work to do. Great runner, but throwing-wise, there's a lot of work that needs to be done, especially throwing to the left. Once they figure that out, he might be in trouble. But once again, with no concussion, I mean, Gardner Minshew did what he had to do. And, with the Astros, all I'm going to say is have fun losing series to the A's and Royals. And also, thank God, the Mariners suck. Nostalgia Cal, what's your opinion on the Astros after being swept today, and how can they improve and have a run in the postseason if they make it? Hitting's gone ice cold, and they can't beat bad teams. I think that's the problem. Depth has been tested. If we're looking at their... let's mostly take a look at how they've been doing. Oh, by the way, Giants are actually in extra innings. This is a shocking discovery. The Giants are actually doing something besides collapse. But in terms of the Houston Astros, their biggest issue right now is they are losing series to bad teams. Did beat the Padres in a series, crushed the Rangers, got swept by the Yankees. So it's been a strange month of September. The bullpen's been having issues if we look at their issues coming in September. Because this is what's going to be the big tell. They're not really they're getting strong hitting. I mean, Tucker, you can do better. Yordan's raking. Altuve's doing well. Pena's not hitting for power, but he is hitting for average. So you're doing okay there. Your pitching's the issue. Because you have an average of 4 throughout the month. But otherwise, if I can find September here, average of 4.5. So there's your problem. You're not really going deep in games. You're averaging about 5. Fromber and Justin. Justin's been giving up a lot of runs. Fromber's your best runner. And bullpen-wise, it's not getting to it in time. So there's your issue right there. Like, you're crumbling against bad teams. So I think it's just tweak everything down. You've got a schedule coming up. I think you have the Mariners coming up. So this is going to be a very crucial series for the Astros coming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then the Diamondbacks, they might be pushing for a playoff spot too. So it doesn't get any easier. So you may have screwed the pooch. If you miss the playoffs, you're blaming this series, and this series. Orioles, you can at least excuse because they're a real good team, but 2 series losses against Kansas City and Oakland. That's terrible. Like, that's appalling. And bases are loaded for the G-men, the other G-men, the Giants. And for the Mike Francesa lovers out there, do the New York and San Francisco Giants get together to party when they're in town? And the answer is no. No, they don't. It is nothing but pain and misery for as long as we go. Kevin Layer, where do you think the Bills stand in the AFC? If they keep playing like they do the first 2 weeks, they're Super Bowl contenders again. I think they're angry at week 1 being a fluke. Josh Allen's really corrected a lot of the games. The defense has been really solid. They really exposed Washington. So if you keep playing like that, I think you're in good hands. Long season, I think they needed that wake-up call in week 1. Just let them do their thing and just take it 1 week at a time. That's all you can do, especially if you're a team like the Bills. Austin Cooper 20, UT, I have been consuming the absolute amazing content of yours since your first Sports Ball Weekly in 2017. For as long as you continue to do this, stay legendary, dude. Thank you, Austin. Brother, once again, I just thank you all for joining me. That's all I say. Like, you can watch an actual proper stream, or you can watch the actual broadcast, but you watch my stupid ass. And I don't know why, but, dude, I appreciate each and every one of you. That's all I can say. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys all for coming out and just watching me deal with the madness of Steeler football. That's all I can say. Not really a YouTuber. Miami Dolphins number effing 1. Mm-hmm. Sorry, wrong stream. It's all good, man. I appreciate it, though, man. Persistent. Keanu Neal used to be a stud for the Falcons. Now he's getting passed around the league. What happened to him? Injuries. Injuries happen to him. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. That's the problem. Great player. He's just been injured everywhere he's gone. And Justin Ziegler, Broncos today in a video, I slammed my penis in the car door. They did. They really slammed their penis in the car door repeatedly. MKI Sports, hey, Tree just got off from a long Sunday work at the restaurant. What did I miss in all the chaos earlier today? Dolphins scored 70 points. The Steelers actually scored an offensive touchdown. And we're actually leading by means of offensive points. 13-7. The Raiders do get ball. Jimmy Garoppolo might be injured, but I think he'll try to tough it out. We'll definitely see there. If there's an update on our friend Jimmy Garoppolo, Bill Simmons, here's the problem, though. He's not going to play Aiden O'Connell. Yeah, it's probably going to be Brian Hoyer, not Aiden O'Connell. That's the problem. You know, just usually how it is. Yeah, he got twisted awkwardly. He was clearly in discomfort. I'm trying to see what else there is. Oh, fuck you, 5. You fucking asshole. Anything else here? Nothing else. Oh, Dodgers can win with a run. Well, did the Giants blow it? Because I believe the Giants blow it. I think that's pretty good for them. Jimmy G-String only throws to Devontae and Jacoby. Yeah, that sounds about right. Malt Vials. I have to ask the Jets. I know we'll get Rodgers back in 2024, but what the fuck do we do at QB? I need an outsider's opinion. Also, Juju is nothing without AB, and does Jaylen Warren get more than 34 rushing yards? Jaylen Warren, so far, he has, I think, like 12? 25. So he'll probably get 34 unless the offense just self-destructs, which is a very reasonable possibility because this is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's be completely honest here. Nothing is out of the ordinary here. And I do see that 50 bomb, Chris. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'll get to it when I can, brother. I'll get to it when I can. But Juju, he's better when he's a number 2 receiver. He's not a number 1. Patriots are learning this the hard way, but I don't know if he has an issue with his knee or if it's just like decline. I think there's been rumors about a knee issue, but he might go on IR, but we'll see. Jared Froman, Levi Wallace equals burnt toast. Well, except for that interception. Pirates for $2, I'll be there. To Tumpy 2. I agree. Persistent, what dimension are we in that the Rangers are winning late September games and may steal the division from the Astros? The same one where the Astros are losing to the Royals and A's. It's that one. Oathboy562, I'm a Browns-Eagles fan, but root for Russ fan. I'm sorry, dude. Russ ain't giving you much to enjoy, even though it's not Russ. It's more or less the defense. Timbo Slice. I got to scroll back up. There are too many. I am way behind. I'm sorry, kids. So when does Matt Canada become head coach of the Steelers? Probably never, because they're never firing Tomlin. He's only doing that when he retires, and it'll probably be someone else when that happens. Times come. Justin R316, is Stroud looking like the answer in Houston? Maybe. I think he's done well the first 3 games. So we'll definitely see if he is the answer. He's shown great promise so far. He's shown flashes of brilliance, and I think you might have something there, which is good because you needed it. West Wash 97, I was just about to compliment Pickens. Is he what Claypool Miller were supposed to be? And by the way, what exactly constitutes a GG? Well, Pickens is more talented than Claypool, but Claypool was pretty good. Pickens has a lot of, he's a great receiver, but there are a lot of questions about his attitude and work ethic, and like he sometimes dogs plays. So we'll see. He'll probably get run out of town in a couple of years, and that's usually how it goes. Mahmoud Farhood, Perna will need a set of diapers the next time he watches the Broncos. Well, he'll probably cream himself because he's playing the Bears, and the Bears defense, it's bad. Ooh. Joseph Cradlewell. What's more frustrating as a fan? The failed 3 Killer Bees 2014-17 run or Canada's incompetent offensive game plan? The Killer Bees runs, because they had the potential to be something great and they pissed it away by their own arrogance. They underachieved in those years, if you want to be completely honest. Josh Reichert, enjoying your commentary over Collinsworth, but don't you like the Collinsworth slide here? I can do the Collinsworth slide. Look. Collinsworth slide. Now here's a guy who is good at stuff. Yeah, that's Collinsworth, man. Don't you like him and Mike Tirico? Come on. Dylan Yunt, are we not going to talk about the 17-point choke the New Orleans had? Oh, dude, we're going to talk about that and more. We're calling all the games, dude. Once Derek Carr went down, that offense went to shit, and they made Jordan Love look like Brett Favre. I think that was that was a 17-point comeback against a winning team, which is saying something, because Aaron Rodgers, I think, only did that once or twice, which is saying something, man. Daniel Chouette, the Arizona Cardinals are America's team. For today, they definitely are. And the kick is away from left to right. Chris Boswell doinks it off the lower crossbar. But it's a touchback. Gotta love those kickoff doinks. Drink music, thoughts on Dolphins Broncos. Dead horse. Stop. They're already dead. And they keep going. Surya Swaminathan for 5. This is my 3rd year at Penn State, and I went to the whiteout on Saturday. Do you think Penn State finally has what it takes to beat OSU this year? Or Michigan? I don't know. Drew Aller looks all right as a quarterback. He is an upgrade, but I mean, for the salty Pitt fans' sake, I hope not. Garoppolo is actually back in the game. He's going to throw. He had Jacoby Myers open, but it was thrown a little too high, just out of the fingertips grasp out of a diving Jacoby Myers. There was Alex Highsmith in on the rush coverage. I don't know if that might have rushed it or not, but yeah, Colton Miller was just late on the play. Yeah, that's on Colton. He was just late, and it must have rushed the throw. And the Dodgers won, so the Giants keep collapsing. And that's probably death knell for the Giants. 2nd and 10. Hunter Renfrow goes in motion. I wonder if they'll use him. Josh Jacobs right-hand side, 4 wide out set. Steelers with 5 on the run, rush 4. Takes the snap. Looking, big time in the pocket. He'll throw deep down the middle, going to be caught and actually deflected. But there will be a flag on the play. I think that's going to be a roughing the passer penalty, or an unnecessary roughness on Cole Holcomb. And I think that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, even though I think that was a clean play. They're going to call that every time. Or it could be Pat Pete. We'll see what the penalty's on. Yeah, 1's unnecessary roughness, so it's going to be a 15-yard automatic first down. So that's shoulder to shoulder. That's not unnecessary roughness. That's shoulder to shoulder. That's not unnecessary roughness. That's a clean hit. Yeah, that's no penalty because that is a clean hit. So it's 3rd and 10. They're leaving Davante Adams out to die. I thought that was unnecessary roughness for a second. And I would have been pissed. I thought there was. Never mind. But it's 3rd and 10, 14:48 left in the 3rd quarter. 4 wide out set. Shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah once again back in the game to the right-hand side. Rushing 4 for the Steelers. Takes the snap. A lot of time in the pocket. Going to quickly throw it to Hunter Renfrow, but he is short of the sticks. Taken down by Keanu Neal and Minka Fitzpatrick. It's going to be maybe a 7 or 8 yard gain. Punting unit comes out for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Big defensive stop and an easy 3 and out. We bring out the towels tonight, boys. But yeah, I mean, that was just, a viewer knew us with a hundo. Oh, geez, I'll get to you guys, I swear to God. I'll bring out the Jeebus for both the 50 and the hundo. Praise the Jeebus and the defense. Praise the offense for actually doing something against this shit Raiders unit. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, my God. And the punt is away to A.J. Cole. It's going to be a nice punt, and it makes a Raiders bounce to the 9-yard line out of bounds. It's going to be a long field for the Steelers, but they do make the stop on a 3rd and out for the Steelers. Hi, my name is Aaron86. The way Tomlin utilizes the running back is making me go crazy. Warren is clearly the better player, but Eglo won't allow Tomlin to sit a wasted first-rounder. Don't look at me. I hated that pick to begin with. I wanted Landon Dickerson, Alex Leatherwood, or Tevin Jenkins. It would have been Leatherwood first, but he was taken way early. I was not trading up for that dude, so it probably would have been Dickerson. And then 2nd round, I would have gone Creed Humphrey. There was your line problem. That solves your issues. My complaint, remember, when I started, who's blocking for him? His confidence is shot. This is Trent Richardson vibes. But speaking of which, Najee Harris is in the game with a shotgun formation for Kenny Pickett. 4 wide out set. Takes the snap. 4-man rush for the Raiders. Clean pocket. He's going to roll out to his right-hand side. Looking for a target. Quickly throws it over to Allen Robinson, and he will make the catch. A diving catch. Marcus Peters in on the tackle trying to plead his case, but it will be a 2nd and 8. Nice little pass by Kenny Pickett. He's at least making his throws today. I don't know if it was the weather fucking him up the last couple games, but he's definitely improved. I will say that. And kind of need that. Waluigi for 2. I missed you. I'm sorry, brother. John Herzog. I was at work, so I couldn't watch Perna lose the last bit of his sanity today. Was it as beautiful as I heard? I haven't heard it the whole way, but oh, dude, it's going to be a legendary stream. 2nd and 2 shotgun formation. Handoff to Najee Harris. Gets the first down and more down to the 21-yard line. Nice cushion for the Steelers. Move the chains. Offense is actually doing something for once. Brian Young in on the tackle for the Raiders. Or Byron Young. Sorry, Byron Young. So 4-yard gain. Najee Harris actually moving the ball. Shocking. But yeah, John, I can't wait to hear that when I'm done. I'll probably listen to that when I'm writing out sports ball. Lone Star, as pissed as I am about the Cowboys giving away that game to the Cardinals, I have to admit, at least I'm not a Broncos fan. Oh, dude. Shotgun formation. George Pickens moves out far side. 2 tight ends set. Najee to the right. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out right-hand side. Rushing 5. Quickly throws it. And he had Calvin Austin, but he missed him. Incomplete. Little pressure in his face, so that might have forced the inaccuracy. Max Crosby getting hot heat in the kitchen. So I moved him far inside. So yeah, I think that might have been just Pickett forcing the ball. Dan Moore just got wrecked. Oh yeah. Oh. Dan Moore is, can we start Broderick Jones, please? Me and my brother were talking earlier today. By the way, shout out to you, man. We were talking about how much Dan Moore sucks and how much this line sucks. Chukwuezekorfor has actually been worse today, but Dan Moore has been, 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Najee Harris to the right-hand side. 4 on the line for the Raiders. Hand off to Najee Harris. Tries to get past the first line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle and gets about 6 or 7 down to the 26-yard line. I thought he was going to be stopped for nothing, but he's pretty elusive when he does get form. So you do gain 4, makes it a manageable 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Waluigi F in the chat, but he is so handsome. I agree, dude. I absolutely agree. The King KK, how does the new nickname sound? Pocket Pickett. King Kenny, maybe. Big Ken's the nickname. Whenever he throws a bad pass, I call him Kenny Picked-Off. 3rd and 5, shotgun formation. Jaylen Warren moves out of motion to a 3 wide out set to the left-hand side of Kenny Pickett. Raiders showing blitz at the line. Rush 6. Takes the snap. Quickly throws it. He's going to throw the check down to George Pickens. He's got daylight in front of him to the 40. 45, 50. A blocker in front of him moves down to the 41-yard line on the crossing pattern by George Pickens. Reads the all-out blitz perfectly. First down, Pittsburgh Steelers on the one-on-one coverage. Move them chains to Raiders territory. Oh, baby. Pickett's actually having a decent little game. That was a quick block by Mason Cole that prevented a sack by Max Crosby. So, yeah, that was actually the rookie out of Florida State on the coverage there, Jacorian Bennett, who's had a really good play to start, but unfortunately has not been the same since. That was a 32-yard pass by Kenny Pickett. 1st and 10, single back set with Jaylen Warren in the backfield. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action, big pocket. Throws the check down over to Jaylen Warren. Breaks 1 tackle, can't get past much else. Down to about the 40-yard line for a gain of about 2. And the tackle in on the play by Robert Spillane, the former Steeler, in on the action. Couldn't find anyone open in the flat. Bit of pressure in his face and quickly throws it away. And Max Crosby's actually a little banged up. Got tripped up, and unfortunately Max Crosby's now banged up, but he is back in the game. So maybe got a little quick injection of Toradol, probably toughening out, all the fun stuff. Jack Truitt. Imagine saying I'm a Broncos fan. Oh, dude, it's brutal. And on 42, is Perna safe? Is he all right? No, dude, he's in a padded room crying in his sleep. Hand off to Najee Harris out of the shotgun, tries to break 1 tackle. Gets 1, maybe that. And it's going to be a tackle of Trevon Merrick and Max Crosby for a 3rd and 7. We're close to field goal range for the Steelers, so we might be able to go up by more than 1 score, which will be a shocking revelation, especially for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And on 42, no. The answer is no, he's not safe. Mike T54, go Browns. Oh, dude, they had a dominating game. I mean, even Deshaun did well. 3rd and 7. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're showing TJ Watt on the sideline. It's going to be a shotgun formation for the Steelers. 3 wide out set with Jaylen Warren to his left-hand side. Raiders showing an all-up blitz again. Rush 4. 3-step drop for Pickett. Let it collapsing in the pocket. He's going to have to throw it away with Max Crosby in his face. Incomplete pass. 4th and 7 coming up for the Steelers. They might punt here because it's a little too far for Boswell. This would be a 57-yarder. So we'll see. I mean, Chuks Okorafor is just getting eaten alive. They wanted a pinch play, tried the pinch play, and then Chuks Okorafor just sucks. And then Pickett got happy feet, and that's what happened. But they are trying the field goal for Chris Boswell. This is going to be about a 56, 57-yarder for Chris Boswell from the right hash in dome setting. Snap down, kick is up. Tried and true down the middle, and it is good. The Steelers have a 2-score lead. A most stunning revelation. I think this is the first 2-score lead that the Steelers have had all fucking season. I'm at a loss for words. The Steelers have a lead of more than 1 score. And Pickett's shown flashes. He's done better, but at the same time, like, that line's putrid. I mean, that's all I'm going to say there. I mean, Pickett's doing what he needs to do. So far, I mean, this is a Matt Canada offense. You'll take what you can get. This is a bonanza to the Steelers. Like, the Steelers getting over 200 yards of offense, this is a breakthrough. This is a breakthrough for the Pittsburgh Steelers, getting over 200 yards of offense. Look how sad we've become. Look how sad it's become, dude. Christopher Brickner, nice to know Joe Woods hasn't lost a step. He's still blowing leads in the 4th quarter. Looking at the Browns D under Schwartz shows how bad Woods is. Oh, dude, Joe Woods is bad. The Saints hired that man. Ugh. Yeah, that's Joe Woods for you. Brian Gwynn for the Vikings game. I bet on Justin Jefferson getting 150 yards, but he was literally 1 yard off. It's painful. At least I'm an Eagles fan. Fly, Eagles, fly. And he went out with cramps in the final few plays. F's in the chat for Brian Gwynn. He had the over, and he did not get it. F's in the chat, boys. Chom Shubsta, welcome to the team. Hashtag at least we're not the Broncos. I agree, man. Hashtag at least we're not the Broncos. Azores for 10. Hope your team wins, bud. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here wondering if the Titans are ever going to get their shit together. Probably not, lol. That probably require a rebuild. Yes, it would. And I mean, they're retooling. They're not really rebuilding. That's the problem. Christopher Brickner, it's 2023, and Vance Joseph is still hurting Broncos fans. No, man, he's having the time of his life. Let's get that straight. Darth Soldier, lolcow of the week. Dallas loses to the worst team. No, it's the Broncos, dude. 70 points in a game when you have a good defense. There's no excuse for that, dude. Like, it just kept coming. And N on 42, I told you, man, Perna is not safe. He is not all right. He is in a padded room talking about Let's Riding and Vance Joseph and Melvin Gordon fumbling. It's not a good sight. I don't have his number. Otherwise, I'd try to comfort him in therapy, but unfortunately, he does not have, I do not have access to that. Chris Boswell is going to kick to my right, and it's going to go well out of the end zone. Does not doink the goalpost this time. It's a touchback with 9:28 left in the 3rd quarter, so plenty of game left. 10-16 at night. Hold on to your butts, kids. We're going to have ourselves a fun little game of some ugly, ugly football. Are you ready for the ugly football, kids? I bet you're ready for the ugly football. Oh, yeah. Dude, I know you're ready for the ugly football. Trust me on this. Trust me. S.A. Ross, High Tree, Justin Herbert, good. Can you confirm? Yeah. Justin Herbert's pretty much the only reason the Chargers won that game. 1st and 10, single back set with Josh Jacobs in the backfield. 2 receivers in motion, including Michael Mayer. Takes the snap, handoff over to Jacobs. Gets past the first level. Maybe a little bit more down to about the 30-yard line. And that's going to be Larry Ogunjobi and DeMarvin Lee all in on the tackle. But Josh Jacobs bulldozing for an extra 3 yards on top of that play. But no, dude, MKI, there's a lot of old football. I definitely agree, dude. Hector Rodriguez, good luck tree in the second half. The Steelers are probably going to need it. Oh, yeah, we definitely are. Although we're up by 2 scores, I don't know how. 2nd and 4. Michael Mayer goes in motion. Shotgun formation. 4-man rush for the Steelers. Taking the snap. Another handoff to Josh Jacobs. Gets maybe close to the first down marker. I don't know if he's going to get enough, though. Maybe a gain of about 3. Quan Alexander and DeMarvin Leal once again in on the tackle. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Ira Duncan. Who do you think looks the best in the NFC North? Lions. I'd say the Lions are probably looking the best right now. Jacob Newberry, I know the Rangers are probably not winning anything big this year, but I'm happy they've made me care again. I agree, Jacob. I mean, you're out of mediocrity at least. Bruce Bochy's done a lot for you. I just wish you had healthier pitching. I mean, DeGrom and Scherzer both going down. That's tough. 3rd and 1, strong set formation. The fullback is out. Michael Mayer goes in motion. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. 2 wide out set. 4-man on the line for the Steelers. Rushing 5. Takes the snap. Quickly throws it over to Davante Adams. Has the catch and more down to the 50. And it's wrapped up at about the 47-yard line of the Steelers. Levi Wallace in on the tackle. Quick throw. Nobody expects it. Decent play call by the Raiders. Gains about 18. And they're in business. 7:55 left in the third quarter. Instinctive 30, I think we need to emphasize the ride is never ending. Oh, dude, the ride has never ended. You get on the ride, you're never getting off it. And Levi Wallace is again on the coverage, so that's all you need to know. Why are we putting Levi Wallace on Davante Adams? Why? 1st and 10 in Steeler territory for first time in what seems to be an age. 2 tight end set, single back territory for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. A bit of pressure in his face. Going to throw the check down. Nowhere near Josh Jacobs. Pressure from TJ Watt. Incomplete. 7:25 left in the third quarter. It is 2nd down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Yeah, Levi Wallace. Steve Doya, no yellow lines since 1998. No, this is how we watched when I was a kid, man. You hope for the chains. But yeah, TJ Watt kind of got some pressure in there. Pocket collapsed, and Garoppolo just missed his target. Just missed him. JM John for 9. Sorry, I'll do this later. I formation for the Raiders. Handoff to Josh Jacobs. Fakes the handoff. Has all the time in the world. Plenty of daylight. Walking in, and he's going to have to throw it because TJ Watt's back there. It's intercepted. An arm punt to Pat Peterson. He finally gets that interception he had been bragging about in week 1. A fly ball to right field. All the time in the world. That was a coverage sack right there. TJ Watt in up on his grill. He just has to chuck it out there. And it is an easy interception for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think that was attempted for Jacoby Myers. And yeah, Pat Pete, that's an easy pick. I'll be right back, Pids. I'm going to get a brewski to celebrate the high-end talent of the Steeler football. We are back, kids, to celebrate the high-end talent in front of us. This is a local brewery out of Troy Hill, Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. Penn Brewery. Brews based on purity law. Jeebus. This is an IPA. Drink up, sir. Hop up, hop up, hop up. There you go. To celebrate the Steeler football. And for good luck charm, because it somehow worked last week. Salute to you out there, whomever's drinking a brewski with me. I salute you. I should really do a glass, but whatever. We do what we do, kids. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a 7% ABV, so a little bit of a heavier one there. Man, oh man, oh man. But we are in business in the Steeler game. It is a first quarter, 16-7. And the Steeler football is slowly creeping up. They had the Raiders winning. Look at this. They at least had something there, and then the Steeler football happened. Steeler football slowly happening. And now we're in business at the 19-yard line. Huey Brookhoff at 7. Damn, dude. I mean, probably lighter stuff, but, man, I used to drink like that, too, and then I tried to cut the beer to cut weight, so this is a rarity for me. This is the first one I've had this weekend, so just got to have it in moderation. That's the key. Problem is, those calories add up, especially if it's liquid, and then you start eating shit, and then it just turns into that. So, I don't know if I'm not going to have time to go to the gym. I went yesterday to make up for today, so we're all good. Yeah, that was an easiest pick Pat Pete will get. Single back set for the Steelers. Fakes the handoff. Quickly throws it down in a slant route to George Pickens. He's got the first down. Tries to break on the other side and can't. But he's down to the 35-yard line. Another nice pass by Kenny Pickett. Really hammered out the accuracy issues. Because last week he was missing those passes left and right. I don't think he's missed a slant route today. And, I mean, I'll give Kenny Pickett props there. I mean, he's done all right today. He's done all right. I mean, considering how shit he was the first 2 weeks, it's not saying much, but he's doing okay. Oh, don't worry, Curtis. I did that Friday, so my legs are a little sore, especially the glutes and hamstrings. Single back set for the Steelers again. Jaylen Warren in the game. 2 wideouts left-hand side. They're going to toss it over to Jaylen Warren. Breaks a tackle. Gets past the line of scrimmage. I thought that was going to be a loss. And is still going down to the 41-yard line of the Raiders. Marcus Peters breaks the tackle. And it's going to be a gain of about 4. For those of you who wanted Jaylen Warren to get that 35 yards for the over, you might be in luck. It's going to be about a 20. He's at 29. So 6 more yards. He gets the even. 7 more yards there, and you'll get it. McShreddy, Coors Light, where did the Blue Mountains go? I mean, dude, when your selling point is it's cold, it's not a good beer. 2nd and 6, single back set. Jaylen Warren back in the game. Fakes the handoff in reverse. Still throwing. Quick check down to Jaylen Warren. Has a first down in daylight and more. Down to the 50. Breaks a tackle to the 45. Down to the 44-yard line. With the tackle by the legendary Divine Diablo. We are in Raider territory, and the Steeler offense is moving. It's a first down, and I don't know how to feel because the Raiders defense sucks. So, I mean, I'll at least give them credit for actually moving the ball. So we are answering the question, the stoppable force is beating the movable object. That's all I'm going to say there. 3,100 people somehow watching this stuff, so thank you guys for watching, by the way. As I said, it fulfills a lifelong dream of, a died dream of being a broadcaster. Shotgun formation, Najee Harris in the backfield. He's going to quick slant down the middle. First time we've heard this name, Pat Freiermuth. Down to the 31-yard line, another first down for the Steelers, gains about 15. And you hear the moos on TV, too, because the Steeler faithful came out all the way. I know, Kevin, I'm scared. We have 3 first downs in a row. 3. Like, what the fuck is happening? Like, we're actually moving the ball? Fakes the handoff, rolls over to Najee Harris, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, has the first down and more. Another first down, down to the 15-yard line. 4 straight first downs. And Najee's down. Najee is having issues with his groin. Oh, jeez. Najee is favoring something dire. And I don't know if this is a groin injury or like a core injury or what. But Najee actually had a really good run there. And, dude, Najee just cannot catch a break. Oh, he actually got knocked up pretty hard. I think the tackle there was by Trevon Merrick. So a gain of 17, 4 straight first downs. We're in the red zone for the first time today, which is shocking, but, I mean, you know, weird shit happens. 4:19 left in the third quarter, still plenty of time. But the Steelers are moving the ball. Kenny Pickett is over 200 yards of passing, which is shocking. Single back set for the Steelers. Jaylen Warren now in the game to replace the ailing Najee Harris. 2 wide out set. Allen Robinson goes in motion to the inside. Raiders rushing 4. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to his left-hand side. Throws it for the end zone. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. Is he going to do the dab? I don't know, but it's an easy touchdown on the seam. It is 22-7. The Pittsburgh Steelers. There's the dab. He did the dab right there. We're back to 2015, and he didn't do it down by 2 scores. Let's fucking go. Let's go, baby. The stoppable force is beating the movable object. Steeler football is very real. Oh, baby. Let's bring out the PA polka for this, man. Oh, dude. Let's dance, baby. Chris Boswell kick is up as good as 23-7. The Steelers have scored 20 points on offense. It's the fucking apocalypse. I would do Here We Go, but that song fucking sucks. I hate that song. JM John 989. Think ML MVP is wrapped up with Acuna getting 40 dingers and 60 stolen bases, dude. He's easily got it. Mookie's is a long shot. He could get it, but Acuna just has the raw stats to pull it off. Acuna's got it. And then the AL is probably Aaron Judge. Probably Judge. Corey Seager when he's healthy. Shohei's got it too. Although Shohei's probably the Cy Young. Yeah, Shohei's got it. Interplace 55, I used your stupid commentary over watching the game, dude. That's a bad idea. Bad idea, dude. 3,500 people. We're celebrating the Steeler football. That's enough PA polka for the time being. We'll celebrate that once we finish up here time. But the Steeler football is very real. We have actually done things on offense. It's a beautiful sight. The false hope is coming back because we are beating one of the worst defenses in football. I'll take it, though. We're moving the football. We scored 20-plus points on offense. That is so sad. Oh, man. But it is a 3-score game, I believe. Actually, sorry, 2-score game with 2-point conversions. I cannot math. Jim Kipp for 2. It's an honor for Little Tree to hold up Uche. Ah, dude. I got Uche behind me. He's behind this green screen. Uche, I miss you, brother. I hope you're doing well up there, man. Your Jags are probably giving you a fucking conniption right now, but I'll raise this to you, brother. Cheers. 3:56 left in the third quarter. And the Raiders have not returned to kick yet. DeAndre Carter back to return if he can, but it's not going to get anywhere close. It's another touchback. 25-yard line will be the starting point for the Raiders. But we'll definitely see here. Snurf. What's up, Tree? How's the Steeler football? Steeler football is going good. Thoughts on Cleveland so far? Also, Jesus Christ, what happened in Baltimore? What happened in Baltimore? Easy. Injuries. Injuries happened in Baltimore, and they shit the bed. Because they had the opportunities to do it, and they fucked it over. They fucked it over. I mean, they did miss a defensive pass interference, but it's going to be a shotgun formation again. Handoff over to Josh Jacobs. Has a hole. Gets near the first down. Doesn't get it, though. Maybe about 8. There are going to be a few tacklers on that play, including Keanu Neal and DeMarvin Leal. They're both going to be on the play. But Kenny Pickett actually had a pretty nice throw there. So the key to unlock Kenny Pickett's confidence is to play the Raiders. Good to know. Good to fucking know. That's really about it. And Chris Hufford, I'll do this after the 2nd and 2 with Jacoby Myers in motion. Single back set for the Raiders. 4 wide out set, 2 tight ends. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Rushing 4. Quickly throws over the middle. Going to be caught by Jacoby Myers down to the 50. And it's an easy first down for the Raiders. Minka Fitzpatrick in on the tackle. We got to praise the Jeebus for more glorious Steeler football. Praise the Jeebus. Please, for the love of God. Oh, by the way, Jeebus, have another drink of beer. You need it. It's all that hoppy goodness. It's like Easter. You rose from the grave, you rise from those hops. Chris Hufford for 50 bones, the last ride of Joey Votto. Great player. Too bad he didn't have playoff success. Is he a Hall of Fame candidate? Yeah. I don't know if it'll be first year, but it's going to be a draw handoff to Josh Jacobs. Gets nowhere, though. Maybe 1 at best. And I believe that's going to be, I think that's Quan Alexander in on the tackle. I think that's Quan Alexander, number 57. No, Montravius Adams, who I haven't heard Keanu Benton's name yet, but we'll see. 2nd and 10. Levi Wallace is injured on the play, apparently, so yeah, they're going to call an injury timeout now due to the injury to Levi Wallace. But yeah, I think Joey Votto could be a Hall of Fame candidate. I think, especially with his hitting prowess, he's not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. He might have to come in from Veterans Committee or might be like a year 9, year 10 guy. But I think he gets in. He'll at least be in the Reds Ring of Honor. I mean, it's a shame. Yeah, Levi Wallace is down. He is, he's not getting up. They're favoring, I think it's his knee or his calf From what it looks like, they're trying to massage it, see what's happening there, but does not look good. So F's in the chat for Levi Wallace. Even though I say he sucks, I don't want him to get injured, you know. I don't want anyone to get injured. He did have that interception earlier, too, so we'll see. Cannon Fire Podcast, we can all agree it was pretty lame Miami didn't play for the record, right? No, dude, it's professionalism. What was the point of getting the record? I mean, unless you're getting 77, there's no point in getting 73. It would have tied the record, though. Carolina Blood for 2 thoughts on MLF football and JPA football on X. You mean the aggregate accounts? Sometimes they get stuff right, sometimes they don't. You got to take what they say with a grain of salt. They're okay. I follow JPA football. I think he follows me back, actually. So, I mean, it makes sense if you want, like, an aggregate. But the problem is, like, if they make their own news, that's trouble. That's the issue with them. And the issue, and that's with Dove Kleeman and a few other guys there, too. So, yeah, Dove is the one with the, that everyone hates. And has the rumors about Jennifer Lawrence getting a restraining order against him. But that's long story there. Tech Matt for 5, and for the 11th year in a row, my Detroit Tigers, who haven't made the playoffs in 9 years, have made the World Series more recently than the Yankees. Oh, dude, every time the Yankees don't make the World Series, it's a glorious time because Hal Steinbrenner cares more about profit than a winning team. Are they going to do anything about it? Fuck no. And on 42, cannot believe we will already have our first tank bowl in week 4 with the Bears versus Broncos. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, easily. And viewer newest with a hundo, I finally got to you, brother. So sorry it took so long, brother. Praise the Jeebus. Hallelujah. Praise it. Praise the Steeler football. Pleased to have Levi Wallace be healthy. I'm not a fan of his play, but I don't want him to be hurt. Hallelujah. So is the Glue Factory relocated from Indianapolis to Denver. Pray for Perna and Stellas Guy Super Bowl. Well, Indianapolis, Anthony Richardson still knocked out with a concussion, so could still very well be the Glue Factory. Maybe it's a different Glue Factory. Maybe they opened up a competing Glue Factory. Maybe something like that. And they're celebrating Katie Grimes in the backfield now. But yeah, definitely viewer newest. I mean, we will definitely pray for Perna. Candles in the chat for Brandon Perna, by the way. Not a good sight. Dylan Chiro, U-Tree, what would you do if the Pens made the cup? Chip myself. Shotgun formation, empty set formation, 2nd and 10 for the Raiders. 5 wide out set. Steelers showing press at the line. 4-man rush. Takes the look. A bit of a pressure in front of his face. Has to quickly throw it, and it's grabbed up off the ground. A nice catch by Devontae Adams for the first down. Joey Porter Jr. in on the tackle. Really nice play by Devontae. Alex Highsmith was in on the coverage, but Jimmy G stepped up nicely in the pocket. Was able to get it out just in time to a toe catch for Devontae Adams. 1st and 10, 4-man rush for the Raiders. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. He's going to throw his check down to Amir Abdullah. Maybe he gets 4 at best, but it's going to be taken down by Pat Pete out of bounds. Far side, 1:39 left in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time for a comeback, so you can't rest on your laurels. AC, the Rockies did something this weekend? No, they got swept by the Cubbies. They helped the Cubbies out. That's all they did. Oathboy 562. Trent Richardson was supposed to be amazing as a Brown. That shit still makes me sad. Yeah, I agree. I thought Richardson was doing okay, and he just didn't work out. Birmingham Iron legend, Trent Richardson, who had like 10 touchdowns on like 20 yards of rushing. Shotgun formation again. Josh Jacobs on the right-hand side. Jacoby Myers goes in motion. 4-man rush once again. He has going to have to step up in the pocket. Evades. Has to evade pressure. Rolls out near side. Has the first down and more as he scrambles and slides towards the first down marker, but are they going to call a flag here? I don't think so. I think that's incidental contact, but it is a first down for the Las Vegas Raiders. Quite a little bit there. The crowd is looking for the flag, but I think that was just incidental. He tried to avoid contact. A little Menor actually covered TJ Watt pretty well. Decent block there. Surly Duff, the best kind of Duff. That's why they call me Surly. Broncos are the easy target, but let's not forget the Jags got run off over their field by a glorified practice squad this afternoon with C.J. Stroud, and they didn't have 4/5 of their offensive line. I think this is like the 11th or 12th time they've lost them. Quick pass. He's going to be end up in the pocket immediately. I think that's Keanu Benton. The first time we've heard that name all day. Gets through, swims through the center, and eats him alive, and that'll end the 3rd quarter. A big sack to quash momentum for the Las Vegas Raiders. Why aren't we playing Keanu Benton more often? That was great one-on-one play. Just swam through that like it was an Oklahoma drill. And Jacoby Myers was wide open, too. If Keanu Benton did not make that sack, that's 6. Mahmoud Farhood, seriously, what's the issue with Broderick Jones? You can't draft a blindside blocker and stick with your veteran if he's not blocking. Steelers don't like playing rookies. That's the problem. It's the reason why Joey Porter Jr. isn't a starter yet, or Keanu Benton's not playing. They like to let the rookies sit and gestate, even though you can't do that in the modern NFL. It's the old Steeler way that needs to change. And the problem is, once again, you need to figure out what you have just because of how contracts are these days. You can't let rookies sit for a year or two and just let them gestate unless they're a quarterback. But the problem is that you can't even let them do that nowadays because of how pro-style that systems are these days. And this is a Dr. Pepper Zero, strawberries and cream, by the way. This is not another alcoholic drink. Although, I mean, maybe one more later, but we'll see. I just want maybe one. We'll see. But Broderick Jones, I mean, if Chuck Okorafor is this bad, put in Broderick Jones. Move Dan Moore to right tackle and put Broderick at left. Chuck Okorafor is your weakest link right now on this line. Dan Moore got eaten alive a couple times, but Chuks has been the one that's been pretty bad. It's mainly what I'd say. Not my real name for 5. I'm a Vikings fan. As much as I don't want to admit it, they could be going to the tank bowl, especially if they lose to Carolina. And they're losing in agonizing ways, too. A bunch of turnovers. If they didn't have all those turnovers, they'd be 3-0. It's the 2021 issue where you have a bunch of winnable games that you piss away. That's what the Vikings are. Daniel, I'm drinking both. I'm drinking both drinks. That was bad. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Kaiser and Gilroy, $4.99, 1989 Broncos. There's no way our team will lose by 45 points again. 2023 Broncos hold my Coors. Oh, does Scooter McGruber want to talk about it? Nope. Scooter McGruber does not want to talk about it. He's still trying to cope with Trayvon Diggs being out for the year. William Thomas Burke, would you rather give Boswell a blank check or Canada's pink slip? Canada's pink slip. Boswell's already extended, so we're good there. We extended him last year, I believe, so we're good. Austin Runge, since the Writers Guild strike is about to end, do you think the NFL will stop with the 2 Monday Night Football games nonsense? They're already scheduling it. Is the Writers Guild strike actually ending, or is it just still ongoing? Because, honestly, I don't care. I hope they strike it eternally, because, more people to YouTube. Shotgun formation with a 2nd and 19. Amir Abdullah back in the game as a safety valve. 4-man rush for the Raiders, and there's going to be another flag on the play. I think this might be a false start on the Raiders, and it might be going back. Yep. False start on the Raiders. That is going to be Dylan Parham, the guard, second-year player out of Memphis, with the false start and a little jumpy. And now it's going to be a 2nd and 24. Oh, Alex Boulanger, it has ended? I didn't know. I haven't been paying attention. I've been mostly paying attention to the sports ball. I'll have to look at the terms later, but we'll see. I know, but it's not going to stop the 2 Monday Night Football's nonsense. It's going to keep going. 2nd and 24, shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah still in the game. 4-man rush. Lots of time in the pocket. Still going, and he might get eaten up. He's going to have to scramble and run for it quickly. Throws. It's going to be caught by Devontae Adams, and there's another flag on the field. Levi Wallace with the tackle. He is back in the game. This might be coming back again for a hold, but we'll see. More yellow towels on the field. Throw them all around. More flags. All the fogs. Shoeshine, the Riders got a deal. I want to see what the deal is, and they'll probably be voted. But we'll see what the penalty's on. Because if it stands, I think it's going to be about a 3rd and 12. Another offensive holding penalty. The same guy, Dylan Parham, for the false start. He held Keanu Benton. He probably would have had the sack, and they're going to call that every time. Okay. Yeah, that's a hold. That is definitely a hold. He is holding the shit out of him. Keanu Benton would have got him for the sack. It's going to be a 2nd and 34. We're in NFL blitz territory, and it's now an empty set shotgun with Austin Hooper to his left-hand side. And I think this is going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Austin Hooper goes in motion. Amir Abdullah in the game now, mistakenly. Fakes the handoff, quick screen over to DeAndre Carter. Has a bit of room down to the 40 and 35-yard line, so it's a gain of about 15. But it's still looking at about a 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 19. So you get a little bit of yardage, but not much. You just want yardage. Hopefully get back to field goal range. You're at the Pittsburgh 35, but not looking good. Not looking good. You just want to get yardage at this point. Minkah Fitzpatrick on the tackle. 3rd and 18. Shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah once again in the game. 2 wide out set. To the left, 2 right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Quickly throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Jakobi Meyers, but it's going to be short of the first down yardage. Gain of about 13, 14. So it's going to be a 4th and 5 at the Pittsburgh 22. I think you're in field goal range. I think you take the points right now, but we'll see. Yep. Perfect tippy-toe catch, and Minkah Fitzpatrick does not get to him in time. He does tag him before he gets out of bounds. But it's going to be a 4th and 5. They are keeping the offense out on the field. With 13:30 left in the 4th quarter, they smell the blood of the Pittsburgh Steelers bending. Shotgun formation once again. 4 wide out set for the Raiders. Amir Abdullah still in the game to Garoppolo's right. Goes in motion, takes the snap. 4-man rush once again. There's pressure in his face. He's going to be deflected, incomplete. Levi Wallace attempted for Jakobi Meyers, and the turnover on downs is there. Levi Wallace did something again. I apologize for shitting on you earlier. You've made some big plays on this drive. That would have been a first down if he caught it, but he could not. And the Steeler football is very real. It's weird having a relaxing Steeler game. It's very weird. I will say that. I know most of you are probably leaving because you're not going to get sold, but 3,000 people are somehow still here, so you tell me, kids. You tell me. Thank you all for joining me, by the way. Dealing with all my bullshit and high-end talent and all of that wonderful jazz. Plenty of time left, though. 13:13 left in the 4th quarter. 10:45 in the East Coast. Do you know where your kids are? We'll see. Jared Oberfeld, who do you have for your ad agency? I hear Cast Media is struggling. They owe a lot of YouTubers upwards of 7 figures. I do not have Cast Media. I work for a group called Long Haul Management. So they're the ones that get me the sponsorship deals. They represent me. So they get a little cut of what I take. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with them. So, like, you know, the SeatGeek ads, DraftKings, like, what they do is they send it to me. And then I ask, like, okay, is this a right fit for my channel? And then there are ones I turn down. Like, I've gotten mobile game proposals before. I turn them down because I'm picky with my gaming ads. I find them predatory, and I don't like them. I think they're not the right idea. So if I'm ever doing a mobile gaming ad, you've known something is gone horribly wrong, or I like the game. That is the only reason. So, excuse me. The hops are really coming out of that burp, by the way. The esophagus is up. The high-end talent of my stomach acid is really coming to play today. But, yeah, I do not have Cast Media. So, no issues there. We're good. Celery Jelly, nah. Established titles, that's past its time. It's a fucking shame, because I love doing those ads, too. I really got into them. I still have the shit back there. I could always bring it back, because somebody actually had the idea of, like, you know, giving away plots of land and then donating, like, whatever sum to a charity and then giving a plaque, which is actually a really decent idea. I just got to figure out the charity I do it for. I have a pristine Mon Valley woodland in my backyard. So I have legit trees that I can just plant sticks on and just say, like, oh, hey, look, you're planting trees. And then I'm just chopping down, like, a little bit of a tree during the ad. And that'll be my penance. First and 10, shotgun formation. Najee Harris back in the game. Allen Robinson moves in motion towards tight end set. Handoff over to Najee Harris. Breaks the first plane. Doesn't get much else. Maybe about 3 at best. And it's going to be taken down by, I believe, Max Crosby in on the tackle. It's going to be a 2nd down and 7. And I think the Steelers are just content of just letting this clock burn. You've got a 2-score lead. Hopefully you got a 3-score lead. And then I can sit back and, hey, enjoy the beer. It is what it is. Viewy Brook, dude, Madden ain't gonna sponsor me, let's be real. And people would bitch about Madden because it's, I haven't played Madden in years, let's be honest. I do it casually sometimes if I, like, at a friend's house or something. At my brother's bachelor party, I played it, but, like, otherwise it's like, eh. Empty set shotgun formation for the Steelers. Jalen Warren moves back in motion to the left-hand side of Kenny Pickett. Quickly throws over the screen to Jalen Warren. Has a bit of block in front of him. And gets maybe about 6 down to the 30-yard line. And it's going to be a 3rd down and a manageable 2 with Robert Spillane in on the tackle. The former Steeler once again. Clock ticking at 12:15 left in the 4th quarter. Raleigh Munt, I don't care how many points my Broncos gave up. The Cowboys fans here in chat have no room to boast when they lost to the Arizona Tank Brigade. Dude. We deal with this shit every January. The Cowboys do this shit all the time. Let's be real here, man. Haystack for 2 ain't nothing as ugly as that Broncos game earlier. Dude, it was delicious. Shotgun formation for the Steelers. Once again, Allen Robinson moves in motion from right to left. 4 tight wide receivers set. Jalen Warren to the right-hand side. 3-step drop. Raiders rush 4. Bit of a clean pocket. Tries to throw a throw to the outside. It's going to be caught by Jalen Warren, but it will be caught out of bounds and complete. 4th down coming up. A 3 and out for the Steelers. And punts away. Well, it was good to have that offense for the time being, but unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. Presley Harvin, the greatest punter in the world, coming out for the first time in a good while. Tyree Wilson actually getting some pressure on that play, but otherwise, Kenny Pickett, just not much you can do there. 4th and 2 at the 32-yard line. Presley Harvin gloriously punts the ball away to DeAndre Carter, and he has to go back a long way to the 8-yard line. Goes down to the 10, the 15, has a bit of pressure in front of him, only gets down to about the 20-yard line, where he's taken down by, I think that was Miles Killebrew in on the tackle there. And it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the Raiders 20, down by 16 with 11:32 left in the 4th quarter, coming off a major turnover on downs. So you're going back to square one. Madden 03 soundtrack was pretty good. Madden 04 was really good too. Oh, dude. NFL 2K5 was the shit. I loved NFL 2K5. When EA got that exclusive rights agreement, I was pissed. Because NFL 2K5 was the shit. I still play that game. I haven't played it in a while, but that was good shit. Alex Jang, Raiders always look awful. Jeff Saturday proved that last year. Let's be real here, man. Nick Himes, my dad, is in a house full of Yinzers as a Chiefs fan. If the Steelers lose tonight, Lord help us all, dude. Dude, as a Chiefs fan, he's fucking elated, man. He crushed the Bears. I mean, they cared more about T-Swizzle in the press box than they actually did about the game. It was that bad. And I'm going to be completely honest. I don't give a shit about T-Swizzle dating Travis Kelce or whatever. Like, I don't get me wrong. Like, I would love to date T-Swizzle. I'd get... I get an entire album devoted to my bullshit if I break up with her or she breaks up with me about how much of a fucking asshole I am, which sits in front of his fucking computer and does stupid shit. I'd be fine with that. But unfortunately, none of that will happen. Jared Russell, I did the Red Wings script for the Haters Guide. Check Discord. I mean, with the Red Wings, they have an interesting proposition because they're in a make-or-break year for the Iser plan. They have a lot of questions. You do have to bring Kit. You do have Dylan Larkin back. You have talent, but... how's your goaltending going to fare? You still have Ville Husso and James Reimer. They're pretty injury prone. You're in the same situation you kind of were when you were with Nedeljkovic and Husso. Like, it's a big wild card. You have a lot of talent. You have upside, but at the same time, unless you go get Trevor Zegras, what else do you have? Jack Truitt for 2. If only the Broncos had yelled run or pass on the bench. They need to yell run or pass while clapping. Say run or pass, run or pass, run or pass. It's like high school. You know what I mean? Like, you have to pay attention to the play. Everyone's standing at attention to yell pass. Evan Dolko for 10 bones. Senor Tree. Would you ever take a crack at the Champions League? I don't know enough about it. That's the problem, Evan. But I appreciate it, man. I wish I knew more about football, but I need to outsource it just because I just don't know enough. Same as college football. And they're showing us a view of the Death Star, or the Roomba, as it like to be known. Maybe they're sucking up all the talent that the Raiders have right now, because it's not looking good on their end. It's a 1st and 10 with 11:32 left. Jimmy Garoppolo still in the game. He's going to be out of the shotgun formation with Josh Jacobs to his left-hand side. 3 wide out set. It's going to be, I believe that is... going to be Trey Tucker on the motion. 4-man rush. Quickly has to step up in the pocket and throw it away. Caught by Devontae Adams. Has a big gain down to the 46-yard line. So it's going to be a gain about 26. Quan Alexander in on the tackle there. Just seeping through the zone coverage with 11:15 left in the 4th quarter. That's what you got to worry about, man. Jimmy Garoppolo can still sling, even if he's had a rough game. That's all I'm going to say there. Platypus, I got big money riding on the Steelers win tonight. If they do, stand by for a tasty... No, dude, you don't have to do that. That's run money. You enjoy that money, man. But now, look, he's a fiver. Still Super Bowl. And it's a 1st and 10, 10:54 left. Trey Tucker once again in motion. 2 running back set. Fakes the handoff. 4-man rush for the Steelers. He's going to throw over to Davante Adams in the screen candidate. Gains maybe about 6 or 7 before he's taken out of bounds by Landon Roberts. Oh, wait, I think that may be Minka that was in on the tackle there. Landon Roberts was in on the coverage there, but not much else. It's going to be about a 2nd and 4 coming up. And clock still ticking with 10:38 left in the 4th quarter. Matthew Parker for 10 bones for Aunt Tammy the Whammer. Steelers get Super Bowl. And Davante Adams now has a 159-yard game with 11 receptions. They cannot stop him for shit. Shotgun formation. Now he goes back into an audible empty set formation. Josh Jacobs flanks from the left-hand side to the left, far left corner. Nickel formation for the Steelers. Steelers showing blitz. He goes back to a 4-man rush. Quickly throws over the middle over to Hunter Renfrow. Second time we've heard that name today, and it's an easy first down for the Steelers. Or sorry, for the Raiders. Cole Holcomb in on the tackle. It's going to be a gain of about 10. Raiders are moving the ball. 10 minutes left in the 4th quarter. We're still going. There's still plenty of game left. Don't go anywhere, kids. Everything is Gucci. Is it time to play Renegade? Not yet. Not yet. Blake G. Cardinal still front runners for Tank Bowl? Fuck no, not yet. He's going to fake the handoff, rolls it over to Josh Jacobs, has a little bit of a hole, and more. Goes for the first down. It's going to be taken down by Quan Alexander just past the first down marker. It's an easy first down for the Raiders. Going to be down to about the 28-yard line and 9:30 and ticking left. Blake G, I mean, at this point, the Bears might be the front runner. No huddle once again. They're going to go with the handoff to Josh Jacobs. Has more of a hole. Still breaks a tackle. He gets another first down. Going to be taken down by Pat Pete and Minka Fitzpatrick. Clock still ticking. They can't stop it, and they're still going. Mossy Oak, they're getting fooled. Raiders are giving them new looks. That's the problem there. 9 minutes and ticking. Once again in the no huddle, back in the red zone. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Josh Jacobs right hand side. Fakes the handoff. Rolls it over to Josh Jacobs. Doesn't get anywhere there. Tripped up in the backfield by, I think, that was Elijah Riley, I think? Shandon Sullivan. Sorry, Shandon Sullivan, the 6-year vet out of Georgia State. In on the tackle. Gains maybe about 1. Quan Alexander also credited in on the tackle. More no huddle. They're still waiting it out. Shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah once again in the game. 3 wide out set. 4 wide out set. They count the tight end. 4-man rush for the Raiders. Still looking. Has to protect. And he's collapsed in the pocket and sacked by Marcus Golden covering in for Alex Highsmith on the left-hand side. And it's a big loss of 6 on the play. And they're still going out of the no huddle for a 3rd down. And I see that hundo, Troy Bertrand. We bring out the Steeler football. Honestly, Jeebus needs to sober up, have some Dr. Pepper. Ooh, thank you. It's the cavalcade of cringe, kids. You love it. Oh, baby. 2nd and 6. Sorry, it should be 3rd and 16. What are you going on about? You got a no game. What's going on? Takes the snap, shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah in the game now. He has to break pressure, has to throw immediately over the middle, but there is a flag on the play. Amir Abdullah has a gain of about 15 if this stands. But let's see what the flag's on. It must have been in the backfield. Jimmy G is frustrated, but I think this might be a holding call on the Steelers. Yeah, I mean, if Jimmy G's frustrated, let's take a look. What is this flag on? They're still trying to argue it in the backfield. If this stands, it's a gain of 15. What is the flag on? 7:43 left in the 4th quarter. If you're just joining in, by the way, thank you for watching. We'll see. Defensive holding, so we're getting an automatic first down. Yep, defensive holding coming in. Cole Holcomb is going to be the one fragged with, as Bill Hillgrove calls it, the habeas grabus. And yeah, that's a definite hold. That is a definite hold. I can't blame him for that. And there's a little stack on the TV. Chris Grostafaro, how about the Browns D today? Oh, dude, they loaded. They've been good all year. Jim Schwartz has been a revelation. 1st and 10, shotgun formation. Raiders with momentum. Josh Jacobs moves to the right-hand side. 3 wide out set. Steelers showing blitz and pressing at the line. Takes the snap. 5-man rush. Still looking. Has to throw down the middle. And it's deflected. Incomplete. Intended for Davante Adams. And DeMonte Casey might have had a shot at it, but it was just out of his reach, so he could not get the interception, and the high-end talent could not reign supreme. but it's a 2nd and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah, just a slightly inaccurate, but not much there. KZ could have had it, but he was not able to reach it in time. But we'll see about that. Stanky 10S. To be fair, oh, sorry. I'll do that later. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Josh Jacobs to the right-hand side, 3 wide out set. Austin Hooper in the game as tight end. Steelers showing 5-man rush. Rush 4. Takes the look. He's going to be rushed at the line and sacked by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Clotheslined by Minkah. But there is a flag on the play. What is the flag on? Is this going to be unnecessary roughness? How is this unnecessary roughness? Are you kidding me? That's a clean... What the fuck? What was the... Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. That was... No, that was clean. Fuck you. I hate that shit. Let them fucking play. There's already enough rules against the defense already. Like, what do you want him to do there? Come on. Fuck off. Fuck off. I'd say just, like, as I said, that's shoulder. That's helmet to shoulder. Fuck you. Fuck you. 1st and goal at the 9 single back set for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the backfield, 4 wide out set. Jacoby Myers goes in motion for trip set. Quickly throws it over to the screen to Jacoby Myers. Gets down to about the 2. Taken down by, I think that is Keanu Neal. And on the tackle. That's some fucking bullshit right there. 6:40 and ticking left in the 4th quarter. All timeouts left. Single back set once again. Raiders are actually moving the ball on offense, which is shocking. Tight formation for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Steelers pressing and pinching at the line. Handoff over to DeAndre Carter. They're going to toss it over to Josh Jacobs. Can't get much there. Taken down by Levi Wallace and Montravius Adams. It's going to be a 3rd and goal with the clock still ticking. No gain on the play. Stanky 10S. To be fair, the way to unlock Deshaun's confidence was to lose Nick Chubb and to play the Titans secondary. Oh, the Titans secondary sucks. I mean, they'll say something else, but like, dude, they mauled them. They mauled them. J. Mouch expectations for the Pens this season, playoffs. I think playoffs and everything else is just a crapshoot from there. 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. 3 wide out set right-hand side. Devontae Adams goes in motion to the left. Josh Jacobs right-hand side. Steelers showing goal line blitz. 4-man rush for the Steelers. Still looking. Quickly throws it. And it's a touchdown on the quick slant to Devontae Adams. And we have another game again. Thanks to bullshit of ref ball. Sacking is illegal. It is definitely illegal. Yeah, Andy Smith, I agree. Sacking is illegal in the NFL. Snarfatron, I would like to nominate the whole state of Colorado for lolcow of the week during sports ball. Raiders going for the 2-point conversion to keep it a 2-unscored game. Carter goes in motion, fakes the handoff. Quick handoff over to Jimmy Garoppolo. Has all the time in the world and then some, but TJ Watt's going to kind of sneak it out of the pocket. He'll quickly throw it towards the end zone. Incomplete. And they are throwing the flag. Because he was not looking at the quarterback. Attempted for Jacoby Myers, and we're going to do it again. Shandon Sullivan will be the one flagged. Pass interference, and we're going to do it all over again. Because the script writers want a clean game. And Drew Van Roten is favoring something. Yeah, just the person I agree. That was not catchable. That was some high-end bullshit right there. Lucas McKinney for 5. The Broncos defensive coordinator needs to see the door. Good news. It's Vance Joseph, their former head coach. Yeah, once again, if he's not looking at the quarterback, the refs are going to call that the whole time. So we try it again with the 2-point conversion. Wilson Carr, I'm so shocked that Vance Joseph defense is shit. I agree. I know, right? He was never good. I formation for the Raiders. Pinch formation for the Steelers on the front line. Michael Mayer goes in motion. Josh Jacobs in the backfield with the fullback. Quick handoff. Fakes the handoff. And it's an easy touchdown for Michael Mayer. 2-point conversion's good. It's still a 1-score game with 5:41 left in the 4th quarter. Ball's in the Steelers' court. Although that was fucking bullshit because Minkah Fitzpatrick shouldn't have been called for roughing the passer there. But It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, Devontae Adams is a good receiver, so nothing you can do there. Nobody was covering Mayer. They were looking for the run, bid it the whole way. Not much you can do there. Oh, Hot Wheels, they probably have the cover. That's why. They have the over on this. That's why they want those points. Jim Kipp put Perna in the injury vigil for a broken heart. We'll light the gong for him. Carlos 47, I'd like to thank your team tree. Caleb Williams will be a Raider. Raiders win Tank Bowl. Let's go. No, dude, you beat the Broncos. You're not beating the Cubs or the Bears. It's going to get rough. Rylan Graham, 70 candles for every point scored on the Broncos. Light those candles, boys. 70 candles for the Raiders. Mahmoud Farhood, I hate the fact that we can't laugh at the Chargers for blowing another lead in the fourth quarter. And they went for it on a 4th and 1 at their own 20 with a really questionable play call. Brandon Staley escapes his own incompetence again. Anthony Brothers for 5. What's your early NL predictions? I think at some point we're definitely seeing a Braves versus Phillies rematch, and Atlanta won't get blown out this time. Brewers are definitely a sleeper pick with the way they've been hitting. I mean, and I'm saying this, I've never thought they were a good team, but the way they've come around, Marcano's been really good for them. Bringer of Rain is a nice piece for them. Christian Yelich has come back into his own. Wilson Contreras has been very good. If they get a guy like, say, a Willie Adames or Andrew Monasterio or Bryce Terang or a Weimer that comes into his own, I think they're okay. They have a murderer's row of starting rotation. I mean, you have Burns, Woodruff, and Peralta as your 3 that are going into the playoffs with that bullpen. That might be an interesting proposition for somebody. Oof. I say that. James Carlisle. Sorry, Ostenoperosis, hey Tree, big fan. Which hockey game did they have you come in and do a little commentary on last year? I'd love to look it up and not watch it. It was a Rangers-Penguins game on MSG Plus. I think it's on the MSG Plus out. I think it's under the name U-Tree because they can't actually use the name urinating because of FCC regulations. So it's me being awkward in a dad shirt. That's really all it is. So you're not really going to get much there. Yeah, Brett Bartnick, I don't know. Joey Porter just not played because I don't know. Yeah, that's a clean hit. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I'm going to favor defense in these regards because they already deal with enough shit. It's fucking bullshit. Daniel Carlson back to kick. 5:41 in the fourth quarter. Calvin Austin back to return, and they will let it roll for a touchback. Big pressure on the Pittsburgh Steelers because nobody can defense these days. King Derry 808 sending love from Hawaii. Here we go, Stellars. James Carlisle, tonight I loudly announced to a near-empty Nats game crowd that the Cowboys lost and everyone in the surrounding sections cheered, Atlanta fans included. We'll wave the towel for that. Everyone loves the Cowboys losing. Shotgun formation. Najee Harris moves from right to left. 3 wide out set. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out left-hand side. Quickly throws it over. It's going to be incomplete and deflected. I think that was Nate Hobbs. And on the deflection, Calvin Austin was the intended receiver there. But it's going to be a quick 2nd and 10. Don't do a 3 and out now, boys. Come on. We're so close to greatness. We're so close to greatness. Joe Basil for 20 high tree after seeing how the first 3 weeks have started. The Dolphins seem to be legit. I feel they have a shot at unseating the Bills in the NFC East and could make a deep run. Thoughts? Oh, dude, but that offense, they're incredible. Shotgun formation again. 3 wide out set. Handoff over to Najee Harris. Gets maybe 2, 3 before he's taken down at the line by, I think that is Kuntz. Once again, back from injury in on the tackle. Marcus Kuntz in on the tackle. Troy Bertrand, we got to bring out the Jeebus cross. Because we need it for the offense, please, for the love of God, do not go 3 and out. We did not need the Matt Canada curse to come back. Fuck the script writers and fuck the refs. Steelers get Super Bowl. Definitely, they do. They do, man. I agree, Troy. 3rd and 8 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. George Pickens given the highlight on the television screen. Shotgun formation. Jalen Warren in the game now. 3 wide out set with a tight end to the left. Press at the line for the Raiders, and it's going to be a penalty. And they're going to call a timeout with the Pittsburgh Steelers, their first timeout. First timeout used from either team on this team. 4:52 left in the fourth quarter with a 3rd and 8 coming up. Oh, boy. Visual Coco for 5. This is straight up the best play-by-play commentary I've ever heard. Al Michaels could never. I don't know if it's good, dude. I ramble through too many words. And Al Michaels, he's making all the money. He's already content. He's like, he sees Thursday Night Football, especially last year. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? And then he just takes a flask of whiskey. That's the only way he can tolerate that shit. Like, there's some bad football being played on Thursday night, and I'm not blaming him for being shit there. Dude's almost 80 years old. He's accomplished enough. I haven't done the miracle on ice. He has. That's all I'm going to say. Frank Costanza Tree, if you ever consider being an announcer, it was a failed dream of mine to be a play-by-play guy, so this is fulfilling a failed dream. That's the way I see it. I'm never going to be one because, once again, too old, don't have the contacts, I flub through too many words, brand's way too toxic. 3rd and 8, shotgun formation, press line for the Raiders. Jalen Warren, right-hand side, 3 wide out set. Darnell Washington in the game as a tight end, takes the snap, 5-man rush, quickly throws over the pocket. He'll throw over the middle, it's nearly caught by Freiermuth, but it's incomplete. Nate Hobbs on the coverage, no flags though. And the Raiders and the Steelers will get the 3 and out, so, yeah. The Matt Canada offense comes out and plays. Nearly had it, but unfortunately bounced off him, so can't really blame Pickett for that. But Presley Harvin back for the greatest punt in the world, and please tell me they ran to the kicker there. It's going to be returned by DeAndre Carter at the 35. Breaks one tackle at the 35, down to the 40, down to the 45, and down to the 48-yard line of the Raiders, I would say, before he's taken down. No flags on the play. Miles Killebrew in on the tackle. Action all around. The bullshit is definitely real because Minkah Fitzpatrick was charged for a bullshit roughing the passer call. Presley Harvin a little bit shaken up on the play, but he's rolling off gingerly to the sideline. Andy Gill for 2 downs. Steelers versus refs. I agree, dude. Fuck the refs. I'll do this after this first down from Austin. I'll stand by. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. 4 wide out set. 4 on the line for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the nickel. Bit of an offset coverage for the Steelers, favoring strong side with the linebackers. Ardebling at the line, takes the snap, 4-man rush for the Raiders. Still looking, has plenty of time in the pocket, will throw it to the check down in Josh Jacobs. Gains maybe about 5 or 6, but taken down immediately by Quan Alexander on the crossing route with 4:25 and ticking in the first quarter. Will they go for the no huddle or will they not? We will see. Austin Blancett. What's up, Tree? Love you, man. Been a rough sports week. My Ole Miss Rebels extended their legacy of failure against Alabama this past week. The stream is helping me cope. Love you and appreciate the content. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Shotgun formation. Steelers rushing 5. Has to throw quickly out of the pocket. Far side. Easily caught by Devontae Adams. Levi Wallace on the soft coverage there. It's an easy first down to the 34-yard line. Only 27 seconds burned. And still ticking. This is definitely rigged. Yeah, Justin, this is definitely rigged. I agree with you. Yeah, Levi Wallace once again on the coverage. What do you expect, dude? It's not much there. Levi Wallace has had 2 moments in this game, but otherwise not much else. Devontae Adams is eating us for lunch. That's really all you need to say there. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Las Vegas Raiders out of the shotgun again. Josh Jacobs right-hand side, 4-man rush for the Raiders. Still looking in the pocket. Has to throw it to his check down, but it's underthrown, dropped by Josh Jacobs. Could not hang on. It's an incomplete pass with a 2nd and 10 coming up for the Las Vegas Raiders. 3,400 people somehow playing and enjoying the stream. I love you all, but I will say this, the Steeler football is definitely very real. Dasco payback for ending Nick Chubb's season. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Tyson G, it's a soft coverage. That's probably why. And Devontae Adams was open there too. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation again. Josh Jacobs left-hand side, 4 wide out set. And the Steelers showing 4 once again in the nickel, pressing coverage on the left-hand side. A bit more restrained near side, rushing 4. Takes the snap, looking again. Has to evade pressure from TJ Watt. Has to roll out right-hand side. Has to evade the pressure. Has to throw it to Jacoby Myers. Going to be caught, rolls out of bounds. Levi Wallace once again on the coverage, but he gains maybe about 3 or 7, I would say. TJ Watt nearly had him, but he could not really corral himself to get the sack. Jimmy Garoppolo actually had a pretty decent play there. Ogunjobi with a little more pressure there as well. But Levi Wallace does his thing. 3rd and 2. Shotgun formation again. 4 wide out set. Steelers in the nickel. 3 wide out set, I should say. Josh Jacobs to his right-hand side. Nickel formation a bit passive on the near side. Easy first down if they want it. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Josh Jacobs. Does not get the first down. Gains maybe one. He'll be stuffed short. Keanu Neal on the tackle. It's going to be 4th and inches with the clock ticking. 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to be a 4th and about 1, maybe inches. But they're still going to be playing there. 3:35 and ticking in the fourth quarter. All the stuff happening there. It's 4th down. Single back set for the Raiders. A bit of action going on. Audibles happening. DeAndre Carter going out for Jacoby Myers. 4-man set for the Steelers. Single back for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs back in the backfield. Pinch for the Steelers at the line. Going to be probably a bit of a tug of war over there. Are they calling a false start? Yes, it may be a false start. They're doing the cha-cha. And they're going back for a 4th and 6. With 3:15 left in the fourth. Who's the penalty on? Number 68 of the Raiders, charged with a false start. Andre James, the center, 5th year of pro of UCLA, is charged with a false start. Did a little twitchy poo and makes it a little bit harder for the Raiders to do their thing. Joe, for 5, are there any positives the Vikings can take after outcharging the Chargers today? Well, if you didn't turn over the ball, you'd probably be 3-0, but there are no moral victories after that game. None. And now the Raiders are going to be forced to take a field goal with Daniel Carlson to give them within 1 score, so a touchdown would take the lead out of the left hash. A 48-yard field goal try from his own 40-yard line. Daniel Carlson sits and waits for the ball to be snapped. It is snapped down. Kick is up and right down the middle. Kick is good. It is a 23-18 game. But there is a flag on the play. What's the flag on? What's the flag on? Are they going to call this on the Steelers? I think they are going to call this on the Steelers. It's a personal foul on the Steelers and a 15-yard penalty. Oh, fuck off. DeMarvin Leal, he was probably trying to jump off the long snapper. And the Raiders have life again. It is once again 23-15. Fucking hell. This game is rigged. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. This is so goddamn rigged. Like, he's not even lifting off him. Fuck out of here. It's the second bullshit penalty of the day. 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Close to goal line territory. Because the NFL will not allow defense to exist. This is some fucking bullshit. 3:11 left in the fourth quarter. Still ticking. Shotgun formation for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs right hand side. 4 wide out set. Steelers showing a passive formation. Going 5 at the line. Audible showing the audible. Steelers back off a little bit. 4-man rush for the Steelers. Has to take a look. Quickly throws over the middle. It's going to be caught by Josh Jacobs. Gets maybe about 5 or 6. Landon Robertson on the tackle along with Marcus Golden. Clock still ticking. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. All 3 timeouts for the Raiders, by the way. So 2:55 and ticking left in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 4 for the Raiders. Oh, T-Prime, fuck you. Fuck you. It does not prevent concussions. Evan Anderson, love the Haters Guide vids. Great stuff. Thank you. I appreciate it. 2nd and 4, strong formation for the Raiders. Josh Jacobs back. Evan Meyer goes in motion. Takes the snap, looks at it, tries to go for a quick screen over to Devontae Adams, and it's overthrown, incomplete. Falls harmlessly to the ground. It's probably good because Levi Wallace was in on the coverage. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 with 2:31 left in the fourth quarter. Game Bomber 1, TV 2 for 5. Steelers showed some offense tonight, start the rapture, but we'll see if they actually do anything after this. Boltman 7000292 seems the culture is actually damn good. Definitely is. No, I'm not an idle service. Fuck yourself. Verizon. It's 11-17. Do you know where your kids are? 2:31 left in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation once again for the Raiders. Devontae Adams lining up far side against Levi Wallace. Keep that in mind. 3 wide out set. Josh Jacobs to his right. Steelers showing 5 at the line. Bit of a passive nickel. Jacoby Myers moves in motion inside. 5-man rush for the Raiders. Has to quickly move over. Has to throw it far side away. It's going to be caught, but out of bounds. Incomplete. Intended for Jacoby Myers. Pat Pete in on the coverage. It'll be a 4th and 4 with 2:25 left in the fourth quarter. Steelers bending but not breaking. We'll see what happens here. Raiders down by 8. Great attempt. He did catch it, but unfortunately the feet were up, and he's out of bounds. Daniel Carlson once again will try it, but now a minute later. So we'll see what happens here. So if the Raiders get a 3 and out, they burn 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, so they'll have 1 timeout to play with. Now it's an easier field goal, 26 yards from the right hash. We'll see how this does. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. So we burn about an extra minute off the clock, and that's really about it. So yeah, there's a lot of bullshit happening right now. So yeah, that's really about it. So I mean, all you can say is maybe the Raiders signed their own death warrant, but we'll definitely see. Well, okay. Nathan S. for 10, Tree Seahawks fan here, and came from Tom's stream earlier. But bro, I love how you call this game. You got something going on here. Go Steelers, Super Bro, dude. Thank you, I appreciate it. As I said, I just like to get in the moment. I'm weird like that. 23-18 Raiders. We got a game here, boys. 4,000 people who are watching and hoping for Salt. The high-end talent is definitely coming on. The Steelers do need a first down. And that is an impossible challenge with this offense. We'll see how it goes. TJ Watt is fatigued. Steelers just need it just to keep their defense fresh. We'll see. Daniel Carlson back to take the kickoff. Steelers in the onside kick formation in case they do any shenanigans. Fuellybrook, they're kicking the field goal just in case they get the ball back. They can score a touchdown and win the game. That's why they're doing that. And Jonathan, yes, they did promote Matt Canada. I have proof. This tweet right here by Jordan Schultz at 10:41 in the morning. It was an ugly sight. Kick is away. It's going to be an easy touchback. 2:22 left in the fourth quarter. So the Raiders have 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to play with. 23-18. So they do need a field goal. Nameless user, congrats, you're popular enough to get bought. Oh, dude, I have plenty of bots. Dumpster fire is bots. It doesn't mean much. Yeah, Minka had the sack, but it was fucking bullshit. And then there was the bullshit 2-point conversion, and that was bullshit. And there's just a lot of bullshit happening right now. That's all I have to say. Sound the music. We'll bring out the Renegade if they fuck this up. 1st and 10, single back set for the Steelers. 2 tight ends, right-hand side. George Pickens to the left. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Goes over to Najee Harris. Has a bit of a hole. And gains about 5. Down to the 30-yard line. That's a decent start. And the Raiders are going to have to call a timeout, their first of the second half. So we'll see. I mean, if we get the first down, game's pretty much over. If not, all is, Ethan J. Berman, Orioles, I don't know if they have a starting pitching in the bullpen without Felix Bautista. That's the problem there. Matthew Shortle, bro, thinks he's Matt LaFleur. I don't know about that. Randy Swanson should have went for it. Dude, if they went for it, I mean, you risk the Steelers offense doing anything. 2:17 left in the fourth quarter. Still going. Raiders call their first time out. Sportsmaster 13. It's your Edmonton boy. Alex, you're doing awesome, dude. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Love you, Alex McFarland. 2 tight ends set again. Najee Harris once again in the backfield. They're going to take the snap. Hand it over to Najee Harris. Breaks a tackle. Maybe gets 2, 3 at best. Probably 2. They're going to put him down to the 32. So it's going to be a 3rd down. And the Raiders will have to call another timeout. And they'll burn it down with 2:12 left in the fourth quarter. Don't do a passive shit. Just get the first down and roll with it. And then we can keep going here. Please? Please? Oh, Sean Price. Oh, you know the penalty's coming, dude. We know it. Awesome, LA. Can you do the injury yell for the culture? Nah, maybe later. We'll do it later. Right now, I am intensifying on the game itself. And the Steelers defense is trying to rest up in case they have to go back out there. Ooh, I got another bot. I'm very flattered. Oh, thanks, Troy. I appreciate you. Urinating tree is a beautiful big-ass vagina with a J. Very cute of you. Empty set shotgun formation for the Steelers. Najee Harris moves back in motion and moves back to the outside. Shotgun for Kenny Pickett. He's going to roll out to his right-hand side. Quickly throws over. It's caught by Allen Robinson. He stays in bounds. It's a first down for the Steelers. And we go to the 2-minute warning. Solid play by Kenny Pickett. Does what he needs to do. And the clock still burns. Raiders will have to burn their final timeout with 2 minutes left. And the Steelers did their thing. We bring out the Jeebus Cross for the wonderful high-end talent of Kenny Pickett. And throwing accurately for once. It's a nice little out route by Allen Robinson. They were doing secondary. And you can already see Trevon Merrick be pissed. As well as a few other guys. But, I mean, that was Marcus Epps who's actually pissed. But Allen Robinson, first time we've called that name today, except otherwise in motion. But a big play otherwise for Allen Robinson. 4,000 people somehow still watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for being out here for all the bullshit of the Steeler football. Steeler football is definitely real, and it is definitely intensifying and exciting. So 1st and 10, 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. 1 timeout left for the Raiders, 2 for the Steelers. Matt Canada is being shown on my screen, and he's probably saved his ass for another 3 years because this is how the Steelers roll. Logan Leroy for 10. Hey, Tree, I just wanted to let you know that years before I discovered Grossi and Perna, you were the one that introduced me to the art of NFL storytelling. Thank you for bringing me joy for the last 5 years as Najee Harris gets eaten up alive in the backfield. He has to evade a bunch of tackles and loses about 6. That's lovely. Loses 3, actually, and the Raiders will call their final timeout. So now you are in pretty much either a conservative mode or, I mean, they were reading blitz the whole time, and I don't know why you'd make that play call, but whatever. Jacorian Bennett was in on the play. Najee tried to keep it alive, but unfortunately no success, but he did burn about 7 seconds on the clock. So the question is, do you burn the clock now, burn about 1:20, hope you can get back there, or do you just try for the first down? That's the question. I think they'll probably try and burn a little bit of clock at the very least, get it down to about 1:13. Shotgun formation. Jalen Warren in the game in the 2nd and 13, trips right-hand side. Raiders showing 4 at the line. Nickel, bit passive in their secondary. Takes the snap, handoff over to Jalen Warren. Has a little bit of a hole, doesn't get much though. It's immediately clogged up by Raiders. And the tackle on the play is going to be by John Jenkins and Belai Nichols that are going to be on that. That's the clock is going to keep ticking. 1:40. It'll probably be about 1:08 before they make this snap. And we will still continue with the madness here. And by the way, Logan Leroy, thank you. I appreciate you, by the way. The Salty Carolinian for 5. As someone who grew up going to NC State games and witnessed Canada's offense in person, you have my condolences, Tree. Also, Panthers made me sad. At least I had Canada in 2016 Pitt, but I did not expect him to be a coordinator. At LSU, he was sucky. 3rd and 11, single back set for the Steelers. Can he pick it out of the single back formation? Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jalen Warren. They're just going to be content with clock burning down. And we're going to have about 22 seconds left for the Raiders to try and do some magic. And we are just going to let it roll. Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll. And it's going to be a Raiders time there. Silly announcers broken his right cause today. Definitely, I agree with that, man. 4,000 people somehow still watching. Thank you, and I appreciate each and every one of you all the time. Random Games Productions. Will the Steelers win or will the Raiders pull it off? I'll find out next time when we come back to Sports Ball. In Sports Ball, the Steelers battle it out. Thank you, Random Gamer. I appreciate it. And definitely, it's we'll do it after this commercial break. And the clock is still ticking. 28 and ticking. 5 seconds left on the play clock. And they're probably going to call a timeout now or go for the delay of game. Yep, they're going to call a timeout. Their second timeout with 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Steelers defense will be coming out, and they'll probably be playing pretty passive just because the Raiders do need a touchdown and not a field goal. So we will see how this goes. I was hoping for a 2-score lead the whole time, but unfortunately there's no such thing. MKI Sports for 2 if the Bengals go on 3. Is it panic time in Cincy? Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, I agree. I mean, I think it is because Joey Burrow is not healthy. He re-aggravated. William Stokes, dude, I appreciate it, man. That's the sobering shit I get. He skies the ball away, and it's going to be taken by DeAndre Carter. He bobbles the ball! Bobbles it away! Does he recover, though, with 12 seconds left? I think he got it, though. DeAndre Carter has to burn more time bobbling the ball on a fair catch at his own 10, and I think that might be the dagger. Presley Harvin, the greatest punter in the world. They fumble at the worst time with 12 seconds left, and they got to go 85 yards. I think, it bounced off his helmet. He misplayed it. Miles Boykin had a shot at it. Miles Killebrew had a shot at it. James Pierre had a shot at it. But DeAndre Carter able to grab it at the last possible moment. But, dude, William, I agree with you, man. Urinating tree is a body count of 69 and has STDs. Maybe food body count, but that's really about it. Thanks, Troy. I appreciate you. 12 seconds left. Shotgun formation. Amir Abdullah once again in the game. Trip set. Steelers playing way passive, only rushing 4. Takes the snap. 3-step drop. Has to bind into the pocket. And he'll just have to throw it out of bounds. And it's intercepted. Jumped up at the line by Levi Wallace. And the game is over. Levi Wallace playing outfield like he's Brian Reynolds at PNC Park. Leaps up in the air like Super Mario. And the Steelers will be going out victorious. And we have solved the ultimate equation, folks. The stoppable force has beaten the movable object. Levi Wallace stays with both feet in bounds. It's actually a well-played game. I know it's the Raiders. I know they suck. I know their defense is terrible. But I will say this. Definite improvement on offense over the past few weeks. Defense got a little hairy, but I think that was more because, that should have been a non-penalty on Minka. Just being completely honest here. I'm not bullshitting, but that's just how it should have been. Go fuck yourself. But Steelers win. 4,000 people watching. And now, Jacob Finch, you are absolutely correct. We do sound the music right now. Let's play that PA polka for a well-deserved Steelers victory. We're not going to Super Bowl just yet, but they are 2-1. Hopefully it's the last game off the stream for a while because they're not on primetime. Next week we play the Texans at 1 o'clock. And I'll probably be watching Red Zone and bullshitting, shit posting on the stream. Wave them towels, boys. Hallelujah. Coach Peel, basketball for 5. Raiders get tankful. Not if the Bears have anything to say about it, let's be honest here. Hold on. I have to stop. I have a call from Mr. Tom Grossi. Mr. Tom, how are you, sir?
Listen, look at that. Look at that. 2 primetime games we stream.
I know. It's just a fluke occurrence. But let's be honest here. The Steelers scored more than 20 points on offense. I'm shocked.
Hey, listen. Steelers got football.
Not yet. The Raiders do suck. They have a bad defense. But I like the improvements I saw.
I'm just saying.
The offensive line has a lot of issues. It still sucks, but Kenny Pickett was throwing accurately. Defense made plays when they needed to. I'll take it.
Right now. You put Dolphins against Steelers. The Dolphins are only putting up 40 points.
That's a little conservative. I'd say 42. Let's be honest, man.
42, okay. Listen, Tree, you and I get to be the only happy ones on clickbait this week.
Exactly. We get to go to the winner's circle. How's it feel to be a winner, man? You had a big comeback, too, although that was more because the Saints' defense is sus and Derek Carr was injured. But, I'll take it.
Listen, Jordan Love looked good in that fourth quarter. That's all I know, baby. Mm-hmm. That's all I know. He looked real good in that fourth quarter. And now, we're playing on Thursday, big game. But you and I get to be happy because the Giants... they were the Giants. The Cowboys, that's embarrassing as hell. It's hilarious. But then the Broncos had 70 scored.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing. Brandon Perna is sitting around with a straitjacket losing his mind talking about the ride and about Melvin Gordon fumbling. That's all that's happening with him right now.
Because you think it can't get worse, right? Last week, it's the Hail Mary, and they don't get the 2, and you're like, it can't get worse. And then 70.
70. And Broncos defense is good. That's the problem.
I've never seen 70. In my life, Tree, I've never seen 70.
No, I don't think any of us have.
So that was a thing. But congratulations, buddy. I just wanted to give you a call and give you the congrats.
Absolutely, man.
So you enjoy your Steelers got shit, pal.
Oh yeah, you enjoy your Packers win too, brother.
Hell yeah, baby.
Peace out.
I'll catch you later, buddy.
Peace. Bye.
What?
That was Tom Grossi of the Packcast. Another happy fellow because, let's put it this way. He does the thing, but we have to restart the PA polka because I had a little interruption there. Getting my congratulations. Let's wave them towels, boys. It's the Raiders. I don't give a shit. The offense scored more than 20 points. It's the fucking apocalypse. Sean Parker for 5 bones. Colorado State beat Middle Tennessee yesterday, so it wasn't a complete Colorado catastrophe this weekend. Fuck the Buffs. Go Broncos, Fire Bands. Oh, dude, it's Colorado over. It's Colorado over. It's Buffalo over. It's bad. Ugh. Rusty Ralston, God bless the Action League. We beat the refs today, too. I don't know if we really beat the refs. I don't fucking care. That Minka Fitzpatrick penalty should not have been a penalty. Go fuck yourself. Jerry Mejia, Steelers get Super Bowl. Beast of Metal 1989. The Steelers are lucky McDaniels is too stupid for words. They're as fraudulent as Jason Derulo or the NASCAR charter system. Can you say unregistered security? Definitely Beast of Metal. I agree with you. Jerry Mejia's for 2 bones. Raiders tanking for Caleb Williams. Dude, they're going to have to beat Chicago. It's getting pretty bad, dude. It's getting pretty bad. Awesome LA. Yinzer mode activated. It's more a restrained Yinzer mode, dude. Very restrained. It was a good win. It's the Raiders. Their defense sucks. But considering how bad this offense has been, I'll take a Kenny Pickett performance like that. He did enough. He was accurate, efficient, controlled, calm. A little skittish in the pocket for my liking, but for the most part, he did a lot better than he did the last 2 weeks. Which is, saying something. SJ Hockey for 5. I started questioning the bullshit of Steeler football, but it is still true. Still, let's go to Super Bowl. SJ Hockey, here's the thing I've learned after all these years. Don't ask questions. Just embrace the bullshit, dude. Just embrace it. Soon enough, you'll be in the Super Bowl, and we'll lose our mind. Red Pill Freedom for 5. Damn it, I was really hoping for a Days of Our Steelers moment, dude. Once DeAndre Carter muffed that football, it was done. It was done. So, I mean, you all want the Days of Our Steelers, you'll get the PA Polka. Go fuck yourself. Captain General Trahan for 5. TJ was as red as a tomato. That Minka flag was PS. Oh, dude, they were exhausted, man. They were on the field nonstop for about 5 minutes straight. I mean, TJ was like me after that strip sack and fumble recovered for a TD against Cleveland last night. Or last week, I should say. Ghost Rider for 5. Sad day for Dallas. Not looking forward to sports ball. Dude, I wouldn't look forward to it either. I legitimately don't blame you. I'm looking forward to it, though. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Cowboys. Oh, boy. Well, I think that's about time for me to wrap it up. Final stats for the day in the meantime. Pittsburgh Steelers win 23-18. 17 first downs to 19. I'm actually shocked we got that many first downs. Passing first downs, 10. 5 rushing first downs. Third down efficiency was the problem. 6 for 15 for the Steelers. 4 for 13 for the Raiders. Raiders 1 for 2 on fourth down, especially that critical drop as well by, I think that was Jacoby Myers, and I think that was Levi Wallace on the coverage there. 333 yards of offense for the Steelers, 362 for the Raiders, but most of that was probably bullshit. Passing plays, 293 for the Raiders, 228 for the Steelers. Most of that went to Devontae Adams, who had 172 yards of offense, 13 receptions. He ate us alive. We need a better corner than Levi Wallace. That's all I'm saying. Even though Levi Wallace had his plays, didn't really do much. Rushing yards, 105 yards rushing for the Steelers, 69 for the Raiders. They held their own. Josh Jacobs has not really gotten much ground on that front. And the red zone, 1 for 1, 1 for 2. Steelers with 6 penalties for 45 yards. Raiders with 7 penalties for 60 yards. Time of possession, relatively even. 6 seconds more for the Steelers than the Raiders. Got a few more. Ben Rudolph, definitely looking forward to this week in sports ball this week. Go, Pack, go. Oh, dude, the Raiders shit the bed. I mean, no, not the Raiders. The Saints. Deluxe for 5. Oakland score a field goal or fail on the touchdown. Would have had to march for a TD either way. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. McDaniels is the stupidest coach of all time. Well, that's Josh McDaniels. I mean, dude, I'll take it. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, unless you are the Denver Broncos, you are hating life right now. So the Steelers are tied for first place in the AFC North along with the Ravens. And I think they actually have tiebreaker over the Browns. So the Ravens and Steelers, once again, showing the AFC North supremacy. Steelers go Super Bowl, kids. And Hockey Hero 8723, congrats on the weight loss tree, Steeler football. I mean, just got to take it one day at a time. There's still more to work on, but that time will come. That definitely time will come. But otherwise, boys, we go Super Bowl. Thank you all for joining me in the meantime. It has been a wonderful stream of me rambling at a TV, talking about the Steeler football. Steelers did stuff on offense. I'm legitimately shocked by that. But otherwise, guys, have yourselves a great night. We'll see you for Sports Ball on the Wednesday, Dumpster Fire on Tuesday. And actually, wait a minute, we got a couple more to get in because they do it at the last moment. The Chargers didn't charger. I Love Life by Skyhunk. I mean, the Vikings Vikinged more. Let's be honest there. And Jeremy here, Steelers got Super Bowl 18-12 Overture. Let that play in your mind.